I'm starting. And we are live. Hey everyone, it's your friend Donbot back again. It's been a while since we've done this. So this is Transceiver's Chat, the return. As you can see, we're going to be chatting about TFCON that was announced today, or what was announced up at TFCON in DC. Was here tonight. We're excited to talk about the third-party reveals that was shown. We're going to try to do this as best we can. I'm going to try to do the screen share. This is the first time I've done this, so please bear with me on that. I'll share some images up on the screen here, and we're all going to talk about them, tell them our thoughts and whatnot. We actually have one guy here, Chad, who was actually at the con today, so he got to be the lucky dog of all of us. We all got to sit and wallow in our miserable lives while he went and had fun. But that, as you know, of course, I am Donabot Maximize. You can sit here watching me on my YouTube stream. But follow me here on YouTube if you haven't already. I really wish you would, and I'll have links to my Twitter and to my Instagram as well. Also, would love for you to support me here on Patreon. Also, check me out on my Twitch stream, where I stream games now. I haven't done it in the last few days, but this upcoming week I'm going to continue on with that, playing The Last of Us. But enough of me. Let's introduce everybody else. I'm going to go off of my screen to my left. I'm going to introduce Ultra Maximus.
Hello, YouTube. Ultra Maximus back with. Whoa, we're doing a live stream. I'm not doing a video. I have no toys to review. Ultra Maximus here. Check out my channel, Ultra Maximus Reviews. It's I think just Ultra Maximus on YouTube. Lots of Transformers, Marvel Legends, DC, about anything geeky, you'll find it there. And check me out on Facebook as well. Just do a search for Ultra Maximus Reviews, where you can post your pictures and your videos and share your topics that you want to on my channel.
And next to him, we have a guy with a cat called Zach.
How's it going? My name is Zach. People know me on Instagram as Wondershop Cosplay. I cosplay anything that is nerdy and or geeky, from anime to giant monsters.
Nice.
And then right next to him, we have Chris.
Hey, it's Chris. I go by Augustus sometimes. I am primarily active on Facebook, but you can also find me on Twitter as Sketch Collector, and primarily into the comics and the third-party toys.
And then we also have Dogcades.
Dogcades here. I'm kind of boring and don't review anything. I just like plastic things. I'm pretty boring. I go out and cosplay as myself mostly. It's pretty believable, I guess, what I'm told. Anyway, I'm basically on Twitter. That's pretty much where I hang out. And sometimes at comic stores and TFCON Toronto, because it's just down the street. Cybertron Beast lives right around the corner. So we're appearing in each other's windows to see what we're up to now. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. All right, so let's talk some third party.
Yeah, last but not least, the guy that actually went to the con today.
Oh, him.
Good old Chad.
Oh, that's me. I have
we wouldn't all fit in his suitcase.
Oh, no, I'm only an hour and a half away.
Son of a...
Yeah, I don't have anything to promote. I'm just your neighborhood asshole on Twitter, so... And don't mind me, I'm playing with toys tonight. So,
like we said, once again, guys, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on here tonight. And I'd like to thank all the guys here for joining me to do this little stream. And we're going to try to talk about the third-party slides we saw. We're going to link. I'm going to post a link down below in the description after this. But we're going to look at the third-party slides from the TFW website. And I'm going to try to do some screen sharing here, so bear with me as I try to get this thing to work properly. Hopefully we will get it up.
That's right. We all like to watch.
Hopefully that's up. And the first image we have is the unofficial photographic archives.
Woohoo!
What do you guys think of these images we saw for these two little books?
They're expensive.
Somebody jump up.
They're expensive.
Yeah. But at least crowdfunding will help try to, spread that out. say how many they're going to make in their Kickstarter or whatever?
No, I don't think so.
Probably however many people sign up for the Kickstarter.
Well, they
Where
must
are
have
they-
them already in production because I think they were going to say like we're ready to ship. I thought it was December or something, but they look super high quality and they cover the Japanese stuff, whereas the Mark Bellomo books up to now haven't. So, and I think there are a lot more pages each as well.
Yeah, they got like the first one has like 300 pages.
They look identical, so the second one must be just as juicy.
I have to admit, I like the black backgrounds and stuff of them. I love the imaging. The fact that these books are just images of the toys from the G1. I mean, here we have a good image of Sunstreaker and Sideswipe side by side, basically, with all their accessories and that in the image with both of them in robot and vehicle modes. I love the fact that they got it like that.
Nice layout.
Makes me think of those old little catalogs we used to get with the figures, little poster
Yeah.
images.
Especially that black background.
Yes,
Yes.
they do pop more.
Now, the way I like
I have to admit, of these images, I love this image here of the Rumble and Frenzy, with Rumble saying, "Wait, am I me or am I you?" And Frenzy saying, "Dude, I don't know anymore."
Or was that Rumble saying that?
We don't know. Rumble friend.
I just saw that it said so. The first page. Volume 1 is 300 pages. Volume 2 is 210.
And there's a nice image of Omega looking at his parts.
His butt.
what
I like any collected works like this because if you're trying to be a completionist for parts and stuff, images like this at least help you.
What am I missing? Yeah.
And if you've missed out on the Bellomo books up to now, that is a nice way to start. Boom.
Yeah. What I like about them is each of the images on the corresponding pages, they're pretty much lined up and they're spaced out perfectly to where they kind of I don't know how he did it, but yeah, they lined it up just to where it's just symmetrical across both pages when you're looking at them.
The only thing is, and Dog brought this up before we went live, those glossy black pages have got to be fingerprint magnets.
Yeah, I hope they're varnished or something, so at least, like you say, you don't have to handle it with gloves. They're going to look great on the coffee table too.
Yeah. Do we were mentioning the price. Does anybody know the exact price of what these are going to be going for?
I think
aside from the fact, as you see here, they're on a Kickstarter and they're still promoting it. Do we know how far they've gotten on that Kickstarter as well?
They're almost funded. They kept saying they're almost funded, but I think each book is if you buy both of them separately, it's like $50 or $60 a book.
Wow.
So here they are. I've got it up. So they've got they are 46,000 of $50,000, and
That's
they have
not bad.
357 backers with 15 days to go. So more than likely people will do this. Volume 1 is, let me see here. It looks like they're about $50 or $65 a piece. Yeah, Volume 1 is $65. Volume 2 is $50 if you buy them separately. If you buy them together, they're $110.
That's not bad.
And now, was that shipped internationally or just shipped in the States? Do you know?
I don't even know if that's shipped at all. So
Yeah, because they're going to be pretty heavy. I'm going to think.
Let me.
You're
Let
not
me
going to
click the
find
boat
these
here.
in your chapters and.
So here you
Kohl's
go.
or,
U.S. shipping is $15 for the pair.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
So for $125, you can get them both at your door.
And this is this isn't just this for anybody that can pick these up if they get fully funded. At least it should be. So you don't have to be on the Kickstarter to just get these. But if you're on the Kickstarter, you've got a better chance of getting it.
Well, at least the first set. I don't think you're going to find them at your Barnes and Noble or anything, though. So
The only thing is, I wish the colors that they got on there. They got looks like Volume 1's blue, Volume 2 is orange.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they go red and purple?
red and purple, yeah.
That would have been nice, yeah.
They were just trying to be different.
Not bad. I mean, still, I like like you said with the colors. I kind of like the silver on the corners there. I think that works for it. They could have even instead of have G1, maybe have the Autobot and Decepticon logos on there.
I kind of like the white on the corner, like you say, metallic, because these things are going to get dinged.
Yeah.
And they're going to look like crap if the black gets dinged. So maybe that's a way to kind of not be as distracting too.
It would have been way cooler if they came in a metal case.
Maybe they should come with the white gloves
They
so that
might.
you don't get fingerprints on the pages.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like if you're going to touch this book, I'm sorry,
That's the next Kickstarter.
you have to use the gloves.
These would just be great to give to your 5-year-old daughter or son.
Yeah.
And then turn around next thing you know, you're here.
So I just looked at the international shipping, and I apologize for anyone that's not in the U.S. because they start at $68 for international shipping. Or I'm sorry, Canada's $46. So
That's
there's
still
your break.
not-
Yeah, I think I'll have it shipped to my PO box in the States.
Okay, now let me ask this on a poll: Who would pick these up if they can?
I'm
I
paying
would've liked
$110 for them.
We pay that for a figure now, and this gives you a whole lot more than that. So you know what? I'm probably down for them. Damn it! And I do own the Balamo books.
Yeah,
Well,
I
but
don't have anything like that, so I think it'd be kind of fun to go back and look at those. And it might be fun to actually sit down and go through them on the review channel.
Yeah.
So I have the Balamo book,
But you'd
and
have to
I'm
open
not a heavy G1. Yeah, and I'm not a heavy G1 collector though, so I don't know if these would be much benefit beyond those.
And if you're
Oh.
not into the Japanese at all, you may not even want the second one.
Right.
But you want the
These would make
set.
Don't be racist.
Yeah. Well, if I bought them, then I'd want G1 figures, and I don't need that in my life.
You do need it. You can resell them.
Well,
I
I
think,
think most of us know of a certain swearing person that definitely would want these.
I also think these are probably closer because it's also like a mini price guide that are including the prices in the corners of what they roughly go for. So I think these can probably be closer than what the Balamo books go.
I do worry though about including prices though, because that dates the book. Whereas if they leave things out like that, then the books are pretty timeless.
Right. That's a point.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's
I'd
at the
rather
time of
just read
printing.
off the
It's pretty
price.
much a given.
Now, the good thing
Fun
for us
stuff.
is Dinobot is going to get us all a copy for being on this.
Nice.
So,
That's really
big
nice
hand,
of them.
big hand to Dinobot. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thanks. We're gonna sign up for $1 every month for your Patreon from now. Thanks.
Boy, that is the biggest load of
Super guy.
crap I've ever heard.
And then
My
about
cat will donate at least
Well,
$50 to your Patreon every month.
Okay. So we all in agreement that these are awesome. I wouldn't mind picking these up. Well, let's go on to the next topic here of mass toys.
Does he have to pick up an extra set for Zach's cat, or?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Yes,
no.
I
she'll
mean, he's
claim
gonna need
it
something for the litter, right?
She'll claim it by laying on it.
All the black cat hair is gonna show up great. Oh, it's gonna be fantastic.
Oh no, she's white. She's a white
Oh,
cat.
exactly. It'll show up on that black every page. Oh, it'll be great.
Oh, I
And
know,
here
right?
we have for mass toys, Skiff and Gold, which are already out. Does anybody have these already?
No. But
No.
I want gold really, really bad.
No.
Really? I'm passing
No.
on the gold. I'd take the.
is this what is this? A
Yeah.
Cybertronian Bumblebee or something?
Yeah.
Basically.
I'd
Okay.
pass on both. To be honest, I would pass on both.
I had the option of buying them at TFCON back in July, and I passed on them. Had they had the Jazz, maybe that's coming out next year. Who knows if this sells well? But I would have picked them both up. But otherwise, no, because I also bought Rally and the Asterix mode Calidus, so I couldn't really afford all three and say, okay, I still need money for the rest of the con.
Yeah.
I think
We
they're
also
pretty
got images
decent
here
on
of
price too, aren't they?
The next two from them, Bulk and
Yeah.
Ruin.
These are two pre-paints already.
Those were exclusives, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, which means you have to wait another month or two before they go out in pre-orders on your BTS or anywhere else, because it doesn't seem like exclusive means anything except at the con or just wait.
Yeah.
Then we also have a little CG image of Strong or Cybertronian Brawn.
This looks
not too
weird.
bad.
No, I like this guy.
It
I
does
like
look
this guy a
weird,
lot.
but, I mean, it's neat.
This guy and their pipes, I'm definitely getting.
The vehicle mode on this looks like a rolling live trap for a raccoon.
I would say a toaster.
I could see
What?
that.
One thing I was going to say about the Cybertronian modes, I do like when they don't have cockpits, because at least that acknowledges the fact that while they were on Cybertron, they probably weren't hauling around organics.
Right.
Right, or they didn't have to blend
Bumblebee
in.
transformed and had Volkswagen parts on him.
There you go.
How do you know which one's the front, though? I mean, it could be backwards. We could be looking at his hind end.
You
I
get to
do
be creative.
like, if you look at the two images, you have like an open faceplate one, and then you have like a shield faceplated one.
Toy versus cartoon?
I do like the toy accurate version. I like the
And
face
apparently,
plate.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I like the faceplate version a little bit more.
Yeah, I have to agree there. And it looks like he's going to have a little accessory where he's going to have like digital fists or glowing fists.
So it's
Little
Cyber
bull
Tron,
cans.
like from Tron.
Whoa, that was awesome. You're aging yourself. Not that I would know what that means. Oops.
And then we also have one here of Scream, their Starscream.
It's
So an upgraded version of the Impossible Toys Tetra Jets.
Yeah, this one looks really nice. I would
right?
get this one.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I'm tempted to do that too.
The back cleans up very nicely on that.
Yeah, that's really nice. I want to see this one in plastic though to see that it actually can do what it says it
Yeah.
can do.
I have to agree on
Yeah.
that.
My Tetra Jets stay in their Tetra Jet mode. I mean, out of the package, I think they came in robot mode, but never again.
Not
Yeah.
like in the backable though.
I didn't know the Tetra Jet's cockpits opened up until like a year after I owned them.
So I don't even have those.
Yeah,
so
and they're pretty
it'll be
robust
nice
too.
to get these from another company.
Of course, with us getting Starscream, we want to get a Thundercracker and Skywarp as well.
The 3, yes.
See, Hasbro did everyone a favor. Except
And then we
Bios.
have here a sketch drawing of Stack, their pipes.
That looks
It looks,
neat.
it looks more
Almost
like a
like
tailgate now.
cup.
Yeah, because there's a resin on the show floor.
Oh, did
Yeah, he looks really nice, and
I-
at least they know how to clean up the backpack, unlike Bag Cube.
The vehicle mode has a very 1950s look to it. I like that.
See, that Bumblebee looks really good. I like him a lot more in vehicle mode there.
Yeah, same here.
they? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it
And
totally
that-
works for the Cybertronian mode, like for the first episode, and he's going to look great with the Tetra Jets. I just wanted a Jazz to go with him. I'm thinking of a perfect opportunity, but
Yeah.
maybe that's coming.
It looks
I kinda
good.
wanna
It
see
actually
the
makes me
version
think
of
of the
the,
IDW version.
So what's the price point on these guys? Because they all look fairly small.
I think the Bumblebee was around 60. Was it
No.
45 or 60 Canadian?
It was it was 40 US this weekend.
Yeah.
One thing I know how to use the internet. I'll figure it out.
What is this internet?
Never
Interwebs.
heard of
I thought.
Interwebs is
www.
where you buy toys.
It's where you get your porn.
Oh, okay.
It is $39.99 on
Braun.
TFSource.
Oh, that's not bad.
Definitely like
I kind of want to get the 2-pack that has gold and skiff in it. I'm more of a Goldbug fan than a Bumblebee fan, and that gold looks really super slick to me.
I really want to see like a green version of that Cybertronian Bumblebee, so it can be like animated Wasp.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Huh, that's neat.
So of these few we've seen, besides me, who's interested in getting this stack?
I might consider it.
I'm getting them.
It's on
I
sale.
like it, but I don't think he's a big enough character for me to pick it up for that price point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same reason for me. I don't really,
Yeah.
I've already got them in a few different iterations. The Bumblebee I'll likely pick up. Once they come out with a Jazz, I'll probably get them as a set.
Don't you mean Wheeljack?
Sorry, Wheeljack, you're right. Oh my god, I have to hand in my card.
Yep.
I was wondering, you've been calling him Jazz the whole time, but I bow
Sorry, I
to
keep
your...
staring at the
You have
unbeat
to-
here. I apologize.
Collection.
In your moment.
We also have not really any images, but I guess just these little stills for Speed and ISO, as well as BG National and Doug.
I don't know who these people are.
And
Every now and then you get a Cybertronian you don't recognize.
Is it supposed to be like Wind Charger? Like,
Didn't they call Blaster Billy in one of the dubs for the Japanese cartoons?
I don't know if I remember that. So are these supposed to be Stunticons then?
Looks like it.
That's just what I was thinking.
G2.
No, they're like Rapido, and it's the same ones that they show. Like Fans Project was supposed to be making them like last year, and then I guess they took on the mantle, which further iterates that Fans Project is dead.
That's sad.
Well, there's
also-
fans. Yeah.
We have Mayhem Mechanics. I guess that's how I'm pronouncing it right, but
At least it's not as confusing as Make Toys or Make Toys.
What can y'all? Oh, this is the
Unrustables.
Didn't we
These
see
guys
like
are
a
neat. Unrustable
didn't we see like a
Bastards or whatever.
Kickstarter of these guys come out?
Yeah, and they were at they had a booth, I thought, or at least to show their line out.
Yeah, I backed them, so I have 2 sets coming.
It's basically done now, right?
It's done. It's in production now, but they're showing off their next wave of figures that they're going to do.
I can't
Nice.
not see that motorcycle and not think Akira. Like, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
They have an Akira version that you could have bought.
Oh, that'd have been
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
god, it looks gorgeous.
I got in on it, and I'm going to put it on eBay as soon as I get it.
nice.
Serious?
Yeah, I don't care about Akira.
Really? Oh, well, fair enough.
I watched it once. I was
Definitely
like, I didn't get the appeal.
Just the
Fair
first
enough.
15 minutes of that movie, man. It's just a treat to the eyes for the times. Like, holy crap.
Anime
We have
today.
Yamazuki.
Anime.
Well, yeah, it's certainly surpassed by now, but back in the day, man, that's just amazing. Anyway.
No, I
yeah,
like
these-
the cool stuff. Robot Circus. Aw. Vampire Hunter D. Yeah.
his big freaking
Oh, yeah.
hat. Trench coat. Oh, yeah. Or who else am I thinking of? There's another. There's so much of it, right? Ugh.
Here we have Yamazuki, which is basically, to me, this kind of looks like Bumblebee. Bumblebee becoming a scooter.
I want to say like some sort of cousin of Psykill or something. Like, what?
And we're back in spots.
They're
Yeah,
based.
I was going to say Sideways.
They're based on
Who's Hasbro?
Japanese street bikes, apparently.
Yeah.
We now have a nice image, basically size imaging for them.
So the far left is your rider, driver, whatever.
Yep.
Or do you call them pilots? I guess not. They're bikes. In it?
Doesn't look too bad.
So they ride each other like the Junkions.
Interesting.
Crimson Kings, the red version.
That looks neat.
Scorpio Rifts, the blue.
Ooh, I'm liking that one.
Sewer Barons, green.
They're looking very Beast Machines-y to me.
You might
Yeah.
think a Ninja Turtle next to with that.
He does.
Yeah, you need an orange, a purple, a blue, and
Sewer Barons.
Oh, you know someone's going to be custom painting that.
a
Joker.
That's Harley Quinn's bike.
I was just actually thinking that would actually look pretty good if it was
Wants
black.
to ride you, Mr.
Venom. Here's a G.I. Joe Bat. Or even
Crash Torters. It's a cousin of the Insecticons.
I was about to say, looks like an Insecticon.
Block
It
Phantom.
looks like the freaking G.I. Joe Dreadnought bike or something.
And we go on to Mech Planet. I saw these images
These
earlier.
are pretty small,
these,
right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yes,
These are
they're
basically
fine.
like the DX9 War in a Pocket
I
type.
think they're like,
figures.
what,
Or
4
Iron
inches tall?
Factory.
Like even 5 inches tall? I don't know. They're nice, though.
I really want something this small. I got nothing against them. I mean, they look good. Well, my kids and that, I would be scared that they would lose these things easy.
Oh, I was going to say that laser beak will be the first thing you lose, and then his weapon.
Yeah.
Shoulder cannon.
Yeah, I'm afraid
Has
my cat
anybody
might
collected
laser
the DX9 or the Iron Factory versions of these?
I've got the DX9 Usurper Ghost, which is that War in the Pocket series. The
Rabbit hole.
bot mode is tiny. The jet mode on it is the same size as a Combiner Wars aerial bot.
Jeez.
Well,
But
Think about how
then the robots
fun
have
they'd
the size.
be on Triptychon or Fortress Maximus. They'd be, well, even the world's smallest, I guess, would be a better.
Well, on that note, are the War smallest smaller? Are they big, about the same size of what these are?
Oh, world's
Or what
smallest is tiny. I've got a few of those.
He's talking about Iron Factory versus. these
Yeah,
guys.
are they compared to in size?
I've got one of them. They're bigger. Usurper's bigger than the Iron Factory ones, but not by much. He's hang on, I'll just go get him. Hang on a second.
That's fine.
My buddy's really into all the Iron Factory stuff, and I can't. It's another. They look fantastic. They feel great. I'm like, I don't want to play with it anymore because I like them too much. It's another big rabbit hole. They're really well made, and they're just crazy articulation for the size. It reminds me like Perfect Effect.
I ran into that.
Yeah, remember the little reflector guy that came out? I want to say Perfect Effect, but I could be wrong.
I think it was.
I've got the box sitting right here.
Which one?
PE11, the reflector that first came out. Wasn't the reflector colors.
Oh, okay.
Force X, remember those? Anyway, those were fantastic. They're all ball joints, and they were tiny, but huge articulation. They look fantastic. The Iron Factory certainly stepped it up a bit, and came with all the... Like, they're coming with less and less accessories than they first did. Like, Ultra Magnus came with, like, tons of crap. And, yeah, so these guys, I'm sure, are trying to cash in on that market.
Hell yeah.
But I ran into the same thing. I picked up a couple of characters that I particularly like and collect, but other than that, I've tried to stay away from the other ones. Although it's hard. They're very... I mean,
they're good.
Yeah, and the price point's good on them, so they're very tempting.
That's the problem. It's like, $60. That's less than a regular third-party figure.
Exactly.
On who it is.
No big deal.
All right.
There are $60 for these guys?
No, they're
On
like
average.
Here is Super
Uh,
Ghost.
actually, those go. I mean,
Ghost Starscream.
That one's
limited
nice.
too,
Hot
isn't he?
soldiers are like $15 to $20 a piece.
This is Kickback.
Which is a lot less, right? That's why they're going to get their piece of the market.
So that's the size.
Those are really
Pretty
nice.
comparable then.
Those are nice.
In jet mode, this is the same size as a Combiner Wars aerial bot.
A lot smaller.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's... Yeah, there you go. Very nice.
Don't put him
Did you
so
have
close to
to-
the screen. He's gonna Ghost of Starscream's gonna get into one of us.
Didn't you have to pre-order to get the Ghost one? Wasn't it a Build-A-Figure or something like that?
Build a figure, I thought. Yeah.
No, this I got this from TFCON. They got him. He comes with the cape and the crown, and it's I want to say $35.
For the Ghost version?
Wow.
That's
I'm
not
gonna-
bad.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
Yeah, that's it's pretty decent. I'll shoot you guys a link to my review on it.
Oh, please do. I'm very interested in these.
Only if you talk in the voice.
You'll like the stop motion in front with Jar Jar Binks.
Oh God.
But we'll go on to the Planet X. Here. And we have somebody help me pronounce this. Somnus? Is that
So I
Somnus.
just Somnus.
Dominus. Nice segue.
Somnus.
basically the ghost or translucent Cybertronian Starscream?
Ooh, that. See, I love
Pathetic
what
fools.
Planet X has done with these Seekers. It's just I can't fall down that rabbit hole again with Planet X. 'Cause
You can't just
the
buy
quality
one.
that's what happened with the Dinobots. I bought Vulcan, then I bought Slag, then Snarl. Next thing you know, I have like the entire G1 team, and it's like, oh dear God, where all this
Well,
money
you gotta have the 5. You gotta have the 3.
Why would you buy just one Dinobot? What's up with that?
Exactly. And then I'm like, wait, there's paddles. I gotta get paddles. I'm like, nope, stop.
It's like Paddles isn't really a Dinobot, but he is in their world.
But he completes them, so I can't leave him out. Then I'm like, oh right, cat needs food.
Do we know, like, in scale, what size these Planet X figures are?
Those look really good. I like those. He looks
I
better
wanna
in
say
bot
they're- I think the Dinobots are like Voyager. I want to say they're Voyager size. I know Vulcan is a very huge Voyager size figure, especially in robot mode.
This thing looks deluxe size to me.
No, he's not deluxe.
Is he bigger?
Yeah, he's definitely Voyager size.
Okay.
No, not
Oh.
Yeah, he looks
Voyager
like
size, that would be a really nice figure.
Well, I mean, Planet X really has it's really their own scale because I'm looking at the Perceptor and he's definitely bigger than
He
Yeah,
was
Perceptor.
taller though.
I'm a Perceptor fan.
he's like an inch and a half bigger than a deluxe. So Voyager, sure.
All right, I sent you guys the link to that Usurper Ghost review.
I have looking at this, I keep wanting to think of the generations from the Fall of Cybertron. Or no, is the War for Cybertron game?
And I have that one. That's a good figure too.
Yeah, I've got that too.
It makes me think of that one a lot. It just looks like it basically looks the same figure, just like it's got better engineering to it.
Yeah, it looks better than the Takara one from that line.
Then we have Synctus here, the Sunstorm, basically the same figure. He's got a little crown.
That's kind of cool.
Speaking of which, that was that con exclusive of Sunstorm for the small little figures. What were those? I'll have to give you a link to it.
He's definitely look good.
I don't particularly care for.
I love that. I love the Acid Storm repaint.
The Acid is supposed to be an Acid Storm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Acid Storm.
Definitely looks good too.
I think the color works best for that mold.
Yeah.
Hey, look in the chat. I just posted the Sunstorm Iron Factory. That's a exclusive, quote unquote exclusive.
Okay.
Oh, there's a chat button. Oh, okay.
We have
the self-destruct button.
You can tell how many times I do Google Hangouts.
I am going to guess that this coming soon of these other characters. A couple of them I'm going to try to pronounce. The Phobator, Phantus.
Yeah, Phobator.
Phantasus and Morpheus. Morpheus. I'm guessing these are going to be seekers.
Red
Morpheus.
pill or the blue pill?
Phantasus, Morpheus, and
I want to say... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say
Phobator.
Phantasus will be Mind Wipe.
Does he come with a red pill and a blue pill?
We can only hope.
We have Phobator here, which is Insecticon. Bombshell, excuse me. About to say kickback there.
it looks like a mosquito.
I actually kind of like how they got that basically for the wings for his Insecticon mode, or whatever type of mode it basically is for Cybertron.
Cybertron insect mode.
And this one's obviously kickback. Oh, I take it back. This is probably shrapnel.
Yeah.
I think it's the only thing the only time I saw a Cybertron insect was in the Bay movies eating at Megatron's head.
We don't speak of those.
I know we don't, but it's relevant to the conversation.
Cybertron eating Insecticons and Transformers Prime.
Yeah, and also in the game as well, the Fall of Cybertron.
Yeah, and they only made a kickback. I was very upset they didn't do Bombshell or Shrapnel.
Just in three. That's the next 3 lines. One of each.
Don't worry. You'll
Which
get
I
one.
watched 5 years. It felt like for the Legends figures.
Set of them. That was so stupid.
That's why I say you get them finished in the next like 10 years. Don't worry.
And here we have one of the Planet X War for Cybertron Megatron.
Interesting.
This one does look nice.
How big is he going to be, though?
Same size as their.
That's basically the War for Cybertron, whatever, right?
If
If
the purple on this figure was translucent purple, that would be phenomenal.
Knowing Planet X, it might be translucent because they love doing that for their Dinobots.
Exactly.
I want to say there's some. Well, no, it doesn't. No, it's hard to say. This is just the prototype, but likely, I hope.
That would be.
I have to. I kind of like the vehicle mode. It's kind of the tank with the basically like the Prime Megatron form in his vehicle mode. Like flight.
Yeah, very, very Transformers Prime-esque.
I want to say War for Cybertron or whatever.
Kind of a cross between the two.
And there we have their version of Ultra Magnus.
It's just an upgrade kit.
Oh, it's just an upgrade? Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it goes on to their Prime to make a Magnus.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay. The
blue parts in the pictures of the original figure that they have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got Thor's hammer. That's nice.
What do you guys think of these? Would you guys pick this upgrade up for the Prime and get the Megatron to go with
I get
them?
the Megatron. I get the
Megatron.
I'm like, you can get the Prime now if you want it.
What's the name of the Prime? Isn't it like Vulcan, I believe?
No, Apollo. He's Apollo.
Apollo, okay. Close enough.
And then the Megatron is Jupiter, I think.
I actually would like to get that Prime. We're going to go on to Zeta toys here.
So to me, this is one of the most interesting new companies because their bots look very solid for a really low price point.
Yes.
What's the price?
I don't think anybody's released it yet, but Make Toys,
Yeah,
when I was at TFCON Toronto, came out with these too. They're basically oversized versions of the, was it Fans Toys, Uranos?
Yeah.
So
Which is
price-
great. I still have it. I love it. But these are bigger than that.
Yeah, these are masterpiece scale. These are actually closer to the scale of the oversized Bruticus.
Yeah,
And
but these Make Toys came
and
out with
these
a
are-
set as
These are $59.99 each, and they
What?
are available already.
What?
So, yeah, so you can actually
Damn.
the Zeta Toys Whirlblade and Takeoff, which I'm guessing you can guess who those are already available for order. Not even pre-order; they're shipping.
And how much did you say they were?
$59.99, and they're bigger than Masterpiece, or maybe the same size as Masterpiece, depending on your.
Because the Uranos
$60.
members, they were close to, well, they were. I think they were more than that, but of course they were the first ones out way back when.
Did any of you get the oversized Bruticus knockoff?
No.
I have it. It's one of my favorite Transformers.
I know Daryl picked it up, Cybertron Beast.
It is the size of the Hasbro
Devastator. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.
Nice.
Here's
Nice.
the world.
That's a funny picture.
Like he's holding himself up.
That doesn't look right. There's something off about that one. That's
Wait till the draw
Probably like
picture.
one of you French bots.
That's very Swindle. That's great.
Wait for the next picture. There you go.
I can't remember that at all.
No.
Playing with himself.
No.
He's warming up the turret.
So what does everybody think of these Zeta figures?
I'm liking them.
I like them a lot, and
No.
as a Bruticus fan, I
I'm
again,
a
I think
fan
I may
of
pick
the
these up.
photographer.
They definitely look better articulated than what I've seen. I did not have the Uranos or any others, but vehicle mode I like with these aerial bots here. I like
I
how
wanna
the
mess with
cockpit
one.
opens up and you got the seats and stuff in there.
They
There's
did
a
with
lot of
Uranos.
Great
detail. There's a lot of detail
Yeah.
in these for a newcomer to the market and for the price point.
Oh yeah,
Well, the thing is, any newcomer has had access to everything up to now, so they can say, "Okay, what do we want to do to improve it?" Or
Right.
That is gorgeous.
I mean, look at the lines. They have a lot of mold lines in their figure.
Oh,
A lot of
That's
panels.
really nice.
I love the imaging of these. These might actually go to be my masterpiece aerial bots. And
Yeah. I'm down for those.
I'm looking forward to seeing
Oh,
this
yeah.
one combined, and I don't know if I've seen
that's
an
the
image
case.
of
Just
the-
wait for the freaking not KOs.
Yeah.
Shit.
We haven't seen we've seen these basically for the limbs. We have yet to see the size comparison between them and their leader, Onslaught and Silverbolt.
See, do they
So it
have
makes
that
you
one
wonder
up
how
yet?
big they will be and how much their price point will be.
Right, they don't have the center of these yet. As of right now, they've only got the limbs.
They definitely look good.
I would hope that you wouldn't think that the centerpiece, given that the limbs are 60, you wouldn't expect the centerpiece to be more than double.
No, the torso's always more.
Well, like I said, double, but no more.
Yeah.
I'm probably guessing about a $100 price point right on the button on those.
That's what I would guess as well.
Yeah.
So
Does each one come with a
all 5 members? You're possibly looking at about $340 to $350 for all 5.
And then is each one going to come with a fist and a foot? Same kind of deal.
Yeah.
To get the torso
Well,
to have
that's
all
the other
that,
thing.
right?
Will each individual limb come with that component, or will they all come out with Onslaught or Silverbolt when he comes out?
And that's the
That's
thing, right? Yeah.
That's a good point. Let me see if they've got any more images with the shipping figures to see if they're coming with it. And they don't.
Or at least they don't
Another-
show it.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. The
Or
Or
images I
check a
have.
review, I guess. Yeah.
Speaking of
Somebody done one,
Onslaught, jump here.
It'd be great if we had a person that reviewed, toys that would have these.
Well, they got to open them too.
Yeah, you gotta send it to us first.
I resemble that.
Resemble that remark.
No, the toys. He resembles the toys.
Going on to X2 Toys, we have Onslaught, their version of them at least.
But is that a fans mode down there? That was bizarre. The vehicle mode down at the bottom.
Yeah, this is just an image.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's just an upgrade for the Combiner Wars limbs.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking it was a whole new figure.
It's a standalone figure, but it's for the Combiner Wars.
So they're only releasing the Onslaught.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, Chad. Correct us on that. You got to see most of it firsthand. Did you actually get to sit through the panel?
If he calls you Charles by accident, just
Yeah, I sat at the
he
panel.
corrects everybody.
Did you actually get to sit through the panel and all and enjoy it?
I wouldn't say we enjoyed it, but yeah, I sat through it.
Ouch.
Did you sit by Yoshi and come hear Yoshi cuss about it?
No, we just complain a lot.
I cut somebody's periscope of it.
It's the same slides that you see every time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And here we have like a
Well, even
Tele-Tron.
Bad Cube, they had nothing new. But they got their
They
name
didn't
in
even
there.
show off everything they had in the cases either.
That's true.
Like they didn't, like the MMC, the pet. They didn't even show that off in the slide.
Well, they get what they can only show off what they're supplied with too, right? Maybe they.
Yeah, but the TFCON Toronto, they had a slide for it, but they didn't include it in this panel. And they had the prototype on in the glass case.
Maybe they want to show that off for the people, and who knows?
What do they say about these figures here? Are these like small size, like the DX9?
Well, they said 3.8 centimeters. He had his finger there to show for scale. These things are tiny.
These are going to be tiny.
At least the driver.
The picture,
25 centimeters right there.
25 centimeters.
the picture before here, those are just like little micro men. Those guys are just
Yeah. So again, is this supposed to be like an Iron Factory?
no. Those are just the figures
Type.
themselves. They're just little micro
The
men.
next picture, like those little micro men to go with said figures. The next
Right.
slide.
The next picture is their version of a Titan's Return Jetfire, and he was on the case and he stood about a little over Voyager size.
Oh, okay.
All of them.
Very nice. Very nice.
That means that's got to be a deluxe size prime.
And we go on to Fans Hobby. Nemesis Prime, or Arch Enemy. Everybody loves it, the Nemesis version of, or Scourge, or
Yeah, see, I've got the old Robots in Disguise Scourge. I have no desire for this.
Just how many do you need? Oh, Striker Manus,
All of
but
them.
Nemesis colors. Oh, it's so good.
oh yeah.
So good.
You know, we'll eventually.
And so many weapons.
Have we already seen their version of the Laser Prime with this mold?
Yeah, it's next slide, I think.
Do we know how much they're going for?
Repugnus.
Oh, which one? The Arch Enemy and the
Yeah,
I think Gunfighter. Gunfighter is the Prime version.
There it is.
Yeah. Do you know how much they're going for?
I think those are like 120. I think 130.
120.
Yeah, they're.
Not too
And
bad.
just like when Gabriel was announced,
Oh,
just switching gears for a sec, Giganticus, all of a sudden Giganticus price dropped because they figured, shit, we haven't got our Poopita group yet. They're not out. So people are just going to be dropping their pre-orders. So they had no choice but to drop price. So these guys are still going to have to, I'm seeing yet another set of these guys now, Gunfighter and the Nemesis colors. They push what the market will allow, but at the same time, they got to compete with the other ones that are out there. So that kind of helps level the playing field for the rest of us on one hand, but
they're really the only company that did the Laser Prime, really.
Now,
yeah.
both this Laser Prime, the Gunfighter, and the Arch Enemy, these are just for the truck itself. There's no trailer for these, right?
No trailer.
Until you get a few slides.
I had it with the trailer though, and I thought, great, another set of these guys.
The trailer's coming.
Ooh, that is nice.
Power Master Prime.
That thing is like the core bot itself is like MP10 size,
Oh,
Ooh.
which is why you see
Damn.
his legs on the backpack essentially.
Yeah.
So there's an image with their
Yeah, it's
Wow.
they had the prototype there, and it's just massive. And I will not be.
Ow! My
Any
wallet
idea
is
the price
digging into me
point
again.
of this guy?
My cat's giving me death stares.
Do we have a price point on this guy at all there?
No.
I don't want to know.
I'm guessing at least 200.
Yeah, easily.
Ooh, that
And
one's
here we have the
nice.
Megatron.
That's
Red
nice. I likes that.
He won't be the same scale though. There's no way.
And of course, Double Evil.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Overlord.
That- Yeah, they had the
Now, is
prototype.
this that add-on armor? No.
No, this is a full figure, and those alt modes are ginormous.
So you're saying that robot mode of Prime, Gunfighter, whatever, he'll be MP10 without his armor on? So that's the inner robot. So with the armor on, he'll be, I guess, eye to eye to this Overlord. But
No, I mean they're showing the scale right there. Like I said, the cab is an MP10 scale, and then it puts in the armor and it makes him bigger. But even then, he's still not looking eye to eye to the Overlord.
Right. Yeah.
damn.
now in this smaller image here to the right here, is that
the TR? I'm guessing that's.
that's what I was wondering. Is that the Titan's Return or is that the original?
Oh, the original was
like,
huge. No,
I'm
that'll
not
be
sure
the
which one
Titan's
it
Return.
is.
Because you can see the little. Did he have it?
And here we got the trailer for the Pride.
That's pretty
Kind
cool.
of stinks that they're selling these separate.
The neat thing about the trailer is in the next slide or so, they've maybe not this one, it's coming up, but they've teamed up with Jeff Senior to do some of the comic art that go on the side of the trailer.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Well, if they wouldn't, Toy Hacks would probably come up with something.
Yeah, but if you can get Jeff Senior to do it, see.
Oh, much better. Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah. That is awesome.
What?
Whoa.
I guess all the
But-
different variations.
Is that a
We've got to remold, otherwise we don't make any money.
No shit, man.
That's killing it.
And then we go on to
So Maz and Sixo will have their work cut out for them.
I'm going to ask. I know I'm going to try to definitely pick this gunfighter up with the trailer. Anybody else?
No.
I might because I love Storage.
Power Master World.
I
I've
like
always
the
loved
neon green one.
Prime and the Power Master Prime figures.
I'm more interested in the green one with the red tinted windows.
Yeah, they didn't say like,
Toxicron.
yeah, that's what I figured. One's
Oh, yeah.
Toxicron and one's Ultra Magnus, but the other two I have no idea.
Isn't the neon one Toxitron?
The one at the far end with the camouflage looks like the Bape Ape one.
Yeah, I was going to say the one with the purple top on the trailer with the red windows and that's got to be Toxicron.
Yeah, that's Toxitron. Yeah, the two at the end with the two at the end are both Bape Apes.
Oh,
There's a red Bape Ape and a green Bape Ape.
Good call.
Nice.
but no gray one.
No, that's weird.
We go on to DNA designs.
Ooh.
Arishi.
Arashi.
Arashi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The original color I still want to pick up and is on my to-order list.
Same.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful figure.
Yeah,
The bludgeon reuse of the bludgeon mold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is their what was the remolded bludgeon?
Now, in this image here, we have it says new
Last
shoulder. New shoulder structural design. Was there any issues with that we know of with the original?
It worries me a little bit, but hopefully not.
yeah.
Well, at least they're letting you know right away we've addressed that issue. So I wonder if they'll include an extra set too to fix your first one, if you got the original one.
This is the Bonsai-tron.
Bonsai-tron, yeah, okay.
The one
Definitely.
torn between the Susanoo and this guy.
Yeah, they said they remolded some of the arms to
No, I'd
differentiate
like,
them.
I'd like a whole set of samurai figures. I think that would be really cool.
I was just really impressed with this one. The way that they use the panels to make the samurai armor is really Really impressive. I think they
I
did
like
a
that
good
you
job.
can take it off, because I was going to say I don't really care for the backpack. It's got to go somewhere, but it looks like you can store all the stuff in there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's spring loaded.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
yeah, that
So-
original legend looks.
Ooh.
They look nice sitting together.
Damn, they do look
Yeah, they
nice.
do.
Damn it! Damn it!
What's the
the
price
fact-
point on those?
It's
think
not
they're-
too bad. Like I said, I had it in my cart at some point.
I
Let's
think it's
see.
like 140.
Ooh.
That's pretty reasonable.
I'm putting that on my
All the
Platinum
extra
Blues right
bits.
now.
I personally don't mind. I'll say this: I don't mind the design they've had for Bludgeoned, but I would love to see somebody do a pretender of it, a good shell, good inner robot, and everything. I would love to see them do that for all.
So this one has a price point of about 125.
That's not bad.
Oh, that's really good.
What size is it? Is it void?
I think it's masterpiece.
Yeah, it's,
Really?
yeah, it's like MP scale.
It is 22 centimeters, 8.7 inches.
Not bad at all. But anybody gonna be picking these up, or already have one of these?
Like I said, I want the Bludgeon. I don't care much for the repaint.
I'm picking up Arashi, the repaint. I actually like the colors a lot more.
I'd probably go for the bludgeon. I got a buddy who's got him, and he is pretty.
Talking about Dogcates. I mean, not
Yeah.
Dogcates. Talking about Daryl.
I think he does have the bludgeon, but I've got a buddy Chris who lives the other side of the town, and he's got like all the striker noirs, and he's every possible repaint, and he's just anything MMC too. It's just, but he really likes that bludgeon.
And we're going to move on into DX9, where we
What
have
is
their
with
Power
Power
Glide.
Everybody is doing a Power Glide figure lately.
That's a nice
He
power
comes with
glide.
his girlfriend.
Wait. Who's everybody?
There's Hasbro's got one coming, or they had one. They just had a small one. There's another company I saw on, I think it was on TF Source, has one that looks super detailed.
I don't think so. I think the only version we have is the Combiner Wars, and then I think Make Toys did the itty bitty one back in the day. But I think this is the only masterpiece scale one that we have.
There's another one, man. Where is it?
And I bought him, and he's awesome.
It looks good. It looks really, really good.
Definitely looks good.
Yeah, I've got the
I have to admit,
oversized.
I'm a fan of
knockoff.
DX9,
And the Combiner Wars one was tremendous too. Like
especially the
obviously
upsized
small,
one that
but
was
the
released.
fact that he's- could be a gun too.
Does it have the little heart? Can you open his chest up? and
They
see the
all
little-
do.
Do
Yeah,
they?
It looks like it's I don't know if the little heart comes out or it's just the shape.
No, it's molded in.
But the panel does open.
Yeah, it's just a pane to open.
that is pretty cool. So you actually saw this up at the con today.
No, I own it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
No,
That's
this
even
one's already
better.
out.
He's on my shelf
You
right
win.
What was the price point on this guy?
now. I paid 65 shipped from China.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
At the con, he was 80, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, here we go
Yeah,
on
fair
to
enough for 80.
DX9's big version of what part of what Dollcades has got already. The show off.
Giganticus is Fan Toys version. You know what? I'm still no regrets. It's a little bit more for the Giganticus. It's $199 plus $139 for Part B, so it'll be $369. This guy's I think I want to say $269.
Yeah, something like that.
They're both about the same height. But some people I've said like certain things about Gabriel versus
Yeah, I'm on the
Giganticus
fence.
and vice
I'm on the
versa.
fence between the two, and I think I'm just going to get this one.
Is
Because
this
it's
one,
cheaper, yeah.
has
So
anyone
how do we
even
think
gotten
this
this
is
one
gonna-
yet? Like,
Sorry?
Sorry? Not out yet, right?
No, it's not.
Gabriel isn't. I have Part A of Giganticus. Part B is supposed to come out sometime in October.
Okay.
But Gabriel has the option to make the wings look like the toy, too.
And they they kind of pop in, whereas Giganticus is actually fold in half, whereas Gabriel's you can actually pull them out or push them in, so you can kind of extend the size you want of the wings, so to speak, or the track.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Minuses, right?
They're not sharing all that.
So what do we think though if Hasbro releases one, which it was on their short list of of giant robots, do we think that Hasbro is going to hold a candle to the third party?
Probably not.
Probably not for
No.
quality.
No,
How,
I've
I mean, even Triptychon, I wasn't disappointed with Triptychon, but I mean, it's not going to be the same plastic quality. It's just not.
That's
Yeah.
true. I mean,
Yeah.
the plastic quality always sells me, and that's one figure I don't believe we've had in third party yet. It's still a Triptychon.
No, yeah,
No,
they-
Actually, we did. We got the real for Cybertron version.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, right.
But
I,
not the traditional Dinobot.
I've got
Or,
the
sorry, done.
was it Year of the Snake Omega Supreme? That was it Cybertron, the weird tank.
Yeah, I missed out on him. He did look neat.
And then the upgrade parts on him to make him look and turn him into the kind of the G1 type toy. That thing is awesome. I
And then
love
Planet X had theirs too. But he wasn't big enough for me. Like even that what is it, Utopia Metroplex?
Mhm.
He looks fantastic, but he's small. I want him to be at least as tall as, the Hasbro's Metroplex. I'm sorry, but he's a freaking city. He's got to be bigger.
So
Yeah.
what you're
I mean,
saying
I
is
love
you
my
want him
G1
to
and
scale,
everything,
you want him
but-
the size of your room.
Well, that's just it. Bigger than the house. He'd be like the shed, I guess. Well, this is the thing too. Like Gabriel and Giganticus. Again, you look back at what size they should be. Obviously, they're going to be pretty much eye to eye to Metroplex, but he barely up to his chest, essentially, or even not even that. But that's going back to their '80s scale model, saying how Omega should be huge, but definitely not as big as a city.
Oh,
Clearly.
on that note, considering you already have Terminus, do we know that if either one of these are going to be battery powered, will the tank roll on its own or light
The
up?
tank will not roll. There is no electronics in the track at all. Now, the tracks for Giganticus are rubber, which is cool, but they don't actually move them. They're on wheels, but I don't think there's actually wheels underneath it, so the track won't actually touch the track, the rubber track of itself, or what do you call that?
And I hate
The
that.
rubber will not meet the road.
Correct. And I believe the eyes I forgot that when I took my pictures and posted them ages ago. They do have light up eyes, and the replaceable clear front on the cone there, whatever over his face. It does have the clear and the yellow that came with it, which is awesome.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty nice.
I don't know if Gabriel does. Yeah, it's a nice touch. And again, the crotch, you don't see it here in Gabriel, but in pictures on TF Source for Giganticus, there's the red crotch piece, which you can put over top, should you want that or not. It just literally slides in
Oh, okay.
and folds down.
That's actually
It's just
pretty
a nice little, not square, but whatever that shape is. And
And you can
yeah.
see
Yeah, it's
with
just a
this
nice
image
touch, which
how
you could
big
have on-
Gabriel's going to be.
well, and
Is
you
this-
see Gabriel with that red. It comes with a translucent on Giganticus. I don't know if it does with Gabriel. Like you can change out that chest piece. It actually comes with an extra big.
So we can say this between Gabriel and Giganticus that if you're looking for more for the right for your money, that's cheapest for your money, Gabriel's going to be the one to go for.
Correct.
But depends on which one you want to spend your money on.
I don't know if Gabriel
Personally, I haven't
parts
decided
too. I don't know.
And here we have Montana or Wild Rider. Oh no, I'll take that back. I'm sorry, that's Breakdown. Or am I wrong?
Stunticons.
Yes.
I'm just gonna call everybody Jazz.
And here we have a little image of Attila, which is their combined form for Minosaur at 50 centimeters. So he's going to be a big boy.
So is that how tall is the Devastator? Hasbro Devastator. I'm trying to because everybody's going to this KO version now.
I've got my version, but I don't have a tape measure, so
hang on. Find my tape measure.
Now, are these MP
I
scale?
think he was 18 inches.
Well, if you look here on this image, we have him
Which is
standing
about-
next
yeah.
to Skywarp
I can't get
and
the box.
Shockwave Masterpiece as well as Megatron. And he's basically
that's a big figure.
just shy of Shockwave. Just barely looks like.
That is. Yeah, so MP scale, I guess.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Here
That's
we
the thing
have-
that annoyed me when Devastator came out from Hasbro. He's great, he's big, but why? Why is he not the same scale as the rest of them that came out? It's always bugged me because I wanted a regular scale then of Devastator to meet my Superion and my Bruticus and my, weird. Just
Yeah.
Devastator's the first one, so it's got to be bigger, I guess. I'm going, well, okay, I guess.
You would think, but then you would think that in that world, the next combiners, they say, well, we got somebody that's bigger than Devastator to beat Devastator, but
Yeah. Well, and Giganticus is going to obviously tower over the Hasbro Devastator, but I want him to have the was it Casey Color? Who came out with that the set of comics? Come on, Dinobot, help me out. I want to do that
Which
splash
one?
page where he's got
Which ones?
not Last Stand of the, is it Last Stand of the Records?
Nick Roche.
No.
Hasbro Devastator is exactly 18 inches tall at the top of the head.
Okay, what is that in centimeters? I'm going to get a non-metric.
18 inches, a foot and a half, so 45 centimeters.
Menasor was 50. So, well, very
Yeah,
comparable then. Yeah, that's
Plus, you got to
pretty-
think Minotaur has his horns and whatnot, and he has, you know, the some of them actually have where the cars or the arms are actually their hoods and stuff stick up a little bit more, like a shoulder.
right, and then you got the feet underneath that.
Well, we can
that's cool.
go back to that image real quick.
It was a 12. I'm trying to think of it was a 12 book series. I can't believe I'm forgetting what it is. But I remember it had Optimus and Devastator sort of facing off. Devastator came out of the ocean.
Oh yes, you're talking about the Dreamwave.
Yeah.
Was it Dreamwave?
Dreamwave.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
must
was
have
the
been. 'Cause
Dreamwave.
I don't know that one from
Yeah,
IDW.
Yeah, because I think
Thought it was a 12.
Superion goes and they blow up like in a nuclear blast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dang it.
that was
Dreamwave.
But was it a 12,
Yes, it was Dreamwave.
12 issue run?
Wasn't it? No, I thought that was part of the 6-issue like intro. one
Yeah,
that
Yeah,
they
it was-
had.
only
yeah, it was
6
the
issues,
intro
but they had
that-
2 other series besides.
Maybe, but I want to look forward to making that scene when I get the second half of Giganticus.
No,
Yep.
you're talking about the All Hail Megatron series.
That's it. All Hail
Oh, yeah.
Megatron. That was 12, wasn't it? 12. Oh, just or 10 or 12 issue run. Oh,
That's
that
All Hail Megatron
splash
was
page
like
with Omega and Devastator. Oh my gosh, I want to.
Yeah, that was
Beautiful,
16
beautiful.
issues.
Yeah. The Dreamwave one you're talking about, it's got one of my favorite ones with
Which was
Devastator,
excellent as well.
where Devastator's coming out of the ocean. He fights Superion.
I guess coming out of the ocean is a thing for him.
Prime.
Yes, I mean those are all impressive.
Yeah. Where Prime
miss
drives
Dreamwave,
off
man.
the overpass and like smashes Devastator in the chest, and he pulls his rifle out and blasts Devastator in the face.
Ah, those were the
Puts
days.
Devastator down. Yes. But we'll go on to here to the next one, which is some more Dinobots.
Finally.
We haven't had enough Dinobots for the last 5 years.
Well, I'm glad Hasbro's picking up the slack.
Well, more I'd like to complete my set at this scale.
What scale are these? Because there's a lot of kibble.
Small
Legend
pocket
scale.
ones.
Yeah,
Inside
these
the legs there is pretty rough.
Yeah, it's pretty.
They're not bad.
I mean, that looks great. I mean, very.
Are these legend
cheap.
scale?
Legend scale.
Okay, well that's forgivable, I
One or
suppose.
And we got a new Giga Toys, Giga Power Toys. Gimme. Their version of Dinobots.
And these guys are freaking huge. Like each one of these guys is
They look
taller
shiny.
than Grimlock, I want to say. Like these guys are big.
They're taller than the previous like other third-party Dinobots as well.
Yeah,
And they're
Right.
supposed to be based on the show, but I'm like, damn, I don't know. These guys are just too big for me. And they
I-
are to scale, though. But
I want to say Imgo got a test of one of them, and it was big. Somebody
these are
got a test of
huge.
one of those.
yeah.
These definitely look, to me, these look very, very shiny.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
That's a good
A
thing.
lot of chrome. Oh, yeah.
It
And
looks,
if they go
okay,
on,
the
these are
background
supposed
that
to-
they have looks like the back dressing room of a strip club. Like, oh, wow.
These are the, what do you call them? Chain bases. And they were selling them at the Toronto. Who had them? It wasn't, I want to say Captured Prey. They were selling them. They were chain bases. And they were like, oh, I was so tempted, but it would have been half of my spending money to get something that's, even Vangelis uses those too, but I think he's got a black set.
I mean, they look great for photos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I just want to get like
I think Bandai makes
brass
them.
balls and put them on brass
Yeah,
balls.
yeah, that's probably where they came from originally.
Well, I won't
That's right.
say
After you
these
have all
ones
your
before.
sex on the floor there, and then it looks like, yeah, you could just hose it down and it just goes down the drain. It's perfect.
Do we know with these how their size is compared to an MP? I think you already mentioned that just a second ago, but
They
They're
are to scale, but they're what they
okay.
should be.
they're big,
I mean, they were
they're
massive.
bigger than
Well, honestly, from what I can, from the images of the show and that, you would think the Masterpiece Dinobots would be at least twice the size of Prime.
Well,
Because
I mean, it's
there's
got
so
the
many-
shaking hands too, but
No, we're not talking about like the Bayverse Dinobots. We're talking about the cartoon Dinobots.
Yeah,
yes,
cartoon
yes.
Grimlock.
Well, in the first one, some of the first reviews, especially the one where they had the way they built Snarl and Swoop, you had Prime standing there, and Grimlock's like half. He stood up to Prime, or Prime was up to Grimlock's waist.
He was up to Grimlock's shoulder, I want to say, because they were shaking hands.
Grimlock's like a full head above Prime. He's at about Prime's head.
Yeah, they're not
Grimlock's shoulder.
quite twice the size, but they are. Like, these would be the proper Masterpiece scale, but to me, there's just, I don't know. I guess it's because you grow up with them and they're all, not the Transformers scale has ever been an issue with the toys.
Here's a common image I just posted in the chat from G1, and like you're saying, he's about a head taller.
Yeah.
I'll pull that up real quick.
Oh yeah, he's looking good. Head or two taller.
Yeah, but again, should he be even bigger? Again, it depends on the angle, right? Sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
But let's continue on to the G Creations. We have.
So I have to say this is one of my favorite new third-party companies because they are doing justice to the Figueroa line of IDW comics.
IDW looking, yeah.
That's an interesting looking Prime.
I have that one, and it is my favorite Prime.
Yeah,
It's been out. Yeah, it's been out for a while.
This basically is when the IDW first started, what Prime looked like.
Right.
Doesn't look like they've
like
allowed
that.
for a trailer in case they ever do come up with one down the road, because it would be sweet.
I don't think he ever had a trailer in the IDW comics at that stage.
I don't remember him
That's
having
true. He
one.
never did. He was always just in cab form. But what happened to it?
Yeah.
If you guys
Like
ever
Prime
listened
doesn't have a
to-
trailer. I'm sorry. It's Prime. But you're right. When is he ever? He's rarely in cab mode anymore, even in the comics.
Yep.
Right.
Here we have Six Shot.
I was trying to decide if that chick shot was worth getting. I mean, I already have the MMC one. So
Yeah, me too.
Hexatron.
Terminus, is it? Hexatron, thank you.
Hexatron.
Yes, I have.
Was that another reissue? Anyway, there was a shinier version that came out after. I've got the first one.
Here,
That does show scale though. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
I still want that Overlord.
Yeah, I don't. That's one of the few that I haven't picked up yet.
Ooh,
That's
One of the
crazy.
3-phase sixers, right? So this one's just a sculpture, so it doesn't transform, but it'll have probably lots of articulation. Who knows? I
But
don't know.
okay, so go back because if that's a sculpture, how are they
That's what it
showing
says
it
on
in
the-
both modes unless they're going to have two sculptures?
that is
Right
true.
above the shoulder is what they're looking at there. We must pull out a
No,
little bit.
above his head, there's the robot mode.
A fully
I mean,
formed
Well, I
Dino
see that, but it says sculpture power deformation on the bottom middle there.
Well, maybe you take him apart and reformat him.
Yeah, because you're right. You got half of his head on his left shoulder, half of the, I guess, on the right shoulder.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's two different
Parts
sculptures.
forming?
Maybe that's what I was saying. Maybe we're talking about two sculptures.
Yeah,
it's
parts
for the-
forming.
The real Dinobot fan from Bay movies, if they
I
exist.
guess I can only imagine the price of these things.
I like that Grimlock. I might pick him up.
Go on
Oh,
to.
there's one.
Mainly just Grimlock, because he just looks like Alduin, like from Skyrim.
Hmm.
Mm. Those
Here we have
teeth.
the Iron Factory War. I'm guessing this is the War in the Pocket.
Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah.
That
Starscream.
still baffles me
Starscream's holding
that they
Megatron,
managed
you
to get
notice
away
that?
with
It
it.
is. This is
Can
definitely.
you go back a slide? I think he's got Megatron in his hand. Of course.
Yeah,
It's an accessory he comes with.
Just Starscream, though, of course.
Yes, the paint detail on these guys does look really good.
Yeah, I like that red on Starscream.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
very metallic looking.
Probably be like a gold chrome, not chrome, but like a matte finish.
The
There we go.
Of course, the coronation set.
Definitely looks good on him.
I just hated that you had to buy that one separate if you from the 3-pack.
Fellow Decepticons.
What kills me about DX9's Iron Factory War in the Pocket set is that I'm surprised they haven't gotten a copyright strike from Bandai, because there is a Gundam series called War in the Pocket. So
Ooh.
it kind of.
Is that still fairly current though, or is that like
No.
Development wasn't more in a pocket like years and years ago.
It is, but I think they're still making model kits from that series, so the copyright is, I think, still in them.
Yeah, but I don't know
in their
whether
backyard.
Bandai has kept the copyright outside of Japan or not.
That is true.
They're not particularly that concerned with
Well,
stuff going outside of Japan.
So here's the difference. The Gundam is War in the Pocket, and DX9 is War in Pocket.
That is true.
See, totally different. Totally different.
No one would get those confused.
I mean, these colors are way off.
And here we got the cone heads. Has anybody picked these little guys up yet? Any of these?
I don't think they're out yet.
Well, I mean, from any of the War Pocket series.
I have the set of the 3 Seekers.
No, this isn't War and Pocket series.
Yeah, that's
Iron Factory is a different company, right?
No, I have the Iron Factory ones though.
DX9 does War and Pocket.
They're about the same scale, I think.
Yes, and they're showing them still for pre-order on TF Source.
And here we have their Swindle. Does look really good.
I'm not ready to jump down that rabbit hole yet.
I thought about it. Like I said, big Bruticus fan, but
you could sell all your big bots and just, you'd be able to get away with everybody in one Detolf.
I love that. I love that. That's the way to.
The only Iron Factory one I've got is the Fallen combine. Was it Modo or whatever his name was?
Chaos Paladin? No. You're still talking this series, this scale?
Yeah, they're tiny little things. Okay. They combine into a bigger bot.
Speaking on scale,
he looked neat.
There's the Brawl and the Swindle right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Swindle definitely good in scale.
Yeah, and they're the same size limb when they transform, which is pretty impressive.
And here we have their Blast Off.
He looks neat.
Man, this is making me want to actually purchase the whole set.
Nope. Rabbit hole.
Oh, that's rough.
I don't need it.
The cat is urging me to do it.
Yeah.
Spin Vulture. God damn it. Just skip past all these. I don't want them.
Course Vortex.
Oh, God. They look so good.
Definitely looks
that
good.
Looks good. Yeah, I like that one.
That looks amazing.
Oh.
Cannon Chariot. Original onslaught.
They have a combined image too, just to drive it home.
Where are they all floating in space?
There it is.
That
looks great.
Okay, I might get this set.
You have to just
see the price.
These couple of images. Is it just me, or does it look like his fingers for the combined mode are all articulated?
Those are, and he has ankle tilts.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's gonna be 106.
They pretty much got that down.
$160.
You know what annoyed me is only Computron finally came out with the right feet from the Toys Titans Return line. Yet all the Takara other ones came with the proper feet. And then the
and there you go. You got
like, what the heck?
He can hold Bridwatcher.
There he's holding Shockwave.
Yes.
Look, I think the thing that would make that just a little bit better is if it had little pegs enough where it could peg into the back of the barrel.
I'm sure there's a way you could probably punk it.
Just to make it, like he's going to blast off into space. And then we have Blaze Dash, their side swipe. Definitely looks good.
Looks great.
Trying to remember, did they?
Good gosh.
Was it just the car mode we had at the Toys R Us TFCON Toronto show? I think they just showed us the cars. I can't remember if they showed all these robot modes versions of them or not. I do remember the bell drivers though.
So I want the accessory pack for some of these guys that make them look all like the one in the IDW comics where he's got the ammo belts.
Yes. Well, the G2 version, the black
G2 version, right? Exactly.
Yes.
And that looks great.
Yeah, those are
Sunstreaker.
These just look absolutely amazing.
That Fallen figure is not an Iron Factory. It was a Maki Toys.
Okay.
You have to give Iron Factory credit. They're doing some marvelous work with these tiny little guys. Just the
Well, even
engineering
Perfect
they can do.
Effect. I mean, they kind of disappeared again. They only came up with little bits. You rarely hear from them now. Now they're just doing add-on sets. I mean, they pretty much started the little ball joint dudes. Why did they disappear? They were doing great.
Probably because they're making more money with the upgrades.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
probably, and it's cheaper to do the upgrades, and they can sell them faster, I'm sure.
But why didn't they step it up and
And here
now
we
do
go
what
to-
Iron Factory and then we're doing it? I don't know, whatever.
We're going to go on here. Okay, off of that, before we go here in the Spark Toys, we heard all the comments from everybody saying about how much they really liked all these guys, these little tiny little figures. How many of them us are actually going to pick all them up?
I'll pick up a few. I'm still excited about the books you're going to buy us all. Like, it's going to be great.
Oh yeah. I'd be worried about these guys falling off my shelf and I'm not realizing, and all of a sudden I go to vacuum and
Well, I guess you'd probably keep them in a separate, keep that in your big glass cabinet. And
well, my glass
back
cabinet's got
room
all my masterpieces in it. So, but we're gonna go on to Spark Toys. Has anybody besides me picked up anything from Spark Toys?
I
Yeah,
have
I have
not.
not.
Now that looks great,
I
but
haven't.
I wasn't a Dreamwave reader, so
I have that
I
one.
I have the titanium versions.
Yeah,
I have this
I
Prime.
regret it.
I love this Prime.
I'm not saying they're great.
I cannot put in good words how much I love this Prime because I have it. It's just so awesome.
yeah,
It
I
does
got
look fantastic.
even the vehicle mode looks great.
Yes.
And then we have Spartacus here, which he
That's the
just
good
within the
Megatron.
last, month, I believe he come out. Definitely looks really good.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a great alt mode for that one.
And there's his ult.
That looks
Good. I like the wheels.
Well, again, it matches, like, they could take the titanium line. They
treads.
had the two different Megatrons, right? So
These are definitely. If you look at the titanium, because I used to have the titanium Prime, I didn't. I had not this version of the Megatron. I had the other version of it. The titanium Prime and the the Optimus Prime from this. Basically, it has the exact same transformation. Only difference is this guy's a lot bigger and a lot better.
and it's not a floppy mess.
Andy lights up.
Are they doing a Grimlock?
Oh, I didn't know.
Spartacus with his sword.
Yeah,
The sword does
Grimlock's,
slide out.
Grimlock's in the slideshow.
Nice.
Ooh,
This one
that's looking
I'm
really good.
really looking forward to.
Again, just like the titanium, which I still have of Grimlock.
Yeah, I've got the titanium ones too.
The
Yeah.
war.
What are my
thing.
pens on this one?
Did they do the Fallen?
Not yet.
Not yet. This is only their third figure. This Grimlock is.
Okay.
Spoilers.
I personally, considering the fan I am, I like this Grimlock. I would like for them to do the next figure for it to be Starscream. It's what I would
Well,
like
you know,
to
that's
see
probably
next.
where it's going. Because, I mean, Prime, then Megatron, Grimlock. It makes sense Starscream's probably the next one in line. Because you got to have Megatron and Starscream. Or maybe Soundwave. But
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want diaper Soundwave, though.
We go to TFC Toys.
Ooh,
Poseidon.
He's already out.
Or
He's
God
been
has
out, right?
beautiful.
Yes.
Now, we
Colors
do
are
know that
great.
this
Face only a mother would.
set is supposed to be MP scaled, correct?
Yes.
I feel like this guy should come with accessories of like moss and some kind of like algae slime.
Mm-hmm.
Like the turtle
Just-
slime.
Just pour it over them, and it cleans up easily. Don't worry.
Well, make it like
Not
a
edible.
plastic. Make it like a plastic effect, like a Marvel Legend would have, or something, where it just kind of clamps onto parts of him.
Right.
Pretty awesome.
Now, my other question for you guys is on this is, do we know for sure if these guys? Because remember when the original G1, when these guys were promoted out, any one of the limbs could become the gun.
Yes, that is correct.
Do these still have that ability on this set?
Nice.
Uh,
They do.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, they do.
Definitely look good. I really would like to pick these up myself.
That's a big set.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The hell is
Those will be the stands. They have different colors, these, right?
Yeah, it's to make it like more uniform. I think you can change out
that-
colors and
That
then
almost looks like Rampage, down there, like Rampage's head from Beast Wars.
A little bit.
Yeah, kind of. You squint really hard.
Close one eye, blink the other one.
Trinity Force of Raging Bull, which is their Road Caesar set. What's you guys' thoughts on this set?
No care.
Yeah, it's a pass for me.
Kind of looks like
Not feeling it.
exploded.
I kind of like how they're bringing these out of the woodwork to, bring them back into it, but
That's a bit much. I mean, they really
Yeah.
squared off those limbs.
It's been done, better already. That's the problem.
Yeah.
At least they're trying something that no one else
Oh,
is.
for sure. Does guns on the top of the car ever look good on any of the iterations? I don't know. I just can't. G2 Sideswipe is about the only exception, just because it's, big fucking guns. That's just his thing. But
the fact that they're based on Uzis too kind of helps.
The only thing that needs something on top of them is Sunstreaker, and
the silver, intakes or whatever.
and he doesn't even have them, so I don't want to hear it.
At least with the Bad Cube version, you can option out the matte silver versus the.
I'm looking forward to the Masterpiece version because they come optional.
I do want to see one in hand because I've still got the Bad Cube one, and you know what? Other than the fact that he's a super light, I don't know if Hasbro will be much different.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to bite.
Here we have their.
All right, guys, I'm done for tonight. I hate to leave early, but this is a big list.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to get through it fast, but we're kind of running faster than I thought.
Have a good night, guys.
All right, thanks for joining us, man.
Next time.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Does he have your address to send you the books? Never mind.
You guys are gonna kill me. I mean, more actually. It's not me. I'm more worried about. It'll be my wife.
What the heck's this for?
Here we have a Bondibus.
Ooh.
Or their version of it that's coming.
I think in Latin, Satan means mother-in-law. I shouldn't put Satan down like that. I'm sorry.
Wrong.
Oh, guys. I hope my wife doesn't say this later. Going on the Bad Cube.
They didn't actually bring anything new. They just got their name in the slideshow. Because these have been out.
What size are these supposed to be?
Their masterpiece scale.
But of course, they're like 3/4 the size of, say, Prowl or Sideswipe or any of them, because that's their mini bots. So,
yeah.
That'd be size of Bumblebee.
They're taller than Bumblebee.
Are they?
Not Motormaster.
Or excuse me, not Rising Forces version of Motormaster here.
He's just angry. But that's Motormaster. It almost looks like Megatron. I'm sorry, but
Well, he just looks salty.
Yeah, you did.
No, that truck mode's
You look
terrible.
like-
It's terrible.
Megatron and Brawn had a baby.
yeah.
It's the saltiest baby I've ever seen.
Generation toy. And we have another Devastator.
The clear one looks
Translucent version. I mean, I know 6.0 and maybe Maz, but I don't know why. Just a small one I can get, but a big one, I don't know.
I would.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I have to admit, I kind
By
of
the
like
way,
this
it's $600. Is it still pretty?
Pretty
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Coming from the guy that's
$600
spending $500 for Omega Spring.
And I'm sure they wouldn't make as much. Again, when you think of gold plastic syndrome and clear plastic over time, just doesn't stand the test of time. So I'd be real nervous about investing in that. But I mean, I guess it's pretty.
Well, you have to admit, what y'all's thoughts on these generation toys, Megatron and Prime?
I like Prime.
Prime looks like the IDW again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I kind of like the look of this Megatron.
I
Not
do,
saying
but I
it-
think of the original toy and it always falls apart, or the wings never stay. So I don't know.
It's too late for that.
I think they've, it's
We've moved well past that.
missed that.
Yeah.
Prime looks nice though.
Have Guardian or Defensor.
Defensor, sorry, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His blades.
I got to admit, I'm thinking of looking into him because I have my Uranos, which is my big Superion from Fans Toys. If he's not that much bigger, I need my Defensors. So
yeah. And
I
here we
never
have
did
their
buy the
Primal.
I like
Doesn't
that.
look too bad, but it looks
King Kong.
too machinery look to me.
I don't like the gorilla mode.
Nope,
But I kind of like that because I Machine Wars, is that like Machine Wars versus Beast Wars? I
Yeah.
guess. I feel
No,
like
it's they're doing a different. It's not their whole line because they got additional figures they're going to do.
You know what
Yeah.
the gorilla mode reminds me
think of it
of?
that way. I mean, they're supposed to be robots, so I don't mind that.
I actually don't mind the robot mode. Like we said,
I like the swords on the back.
the
That's
gorilla mode.
The gorilla mode kind of reminds me of Mecha Kong from the movie King Kong Escapes.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
course it does.
It
Godzilla.
kind of looks like if you took the Beast Wars Primal and just like skinned him and had the robot underneath it. That's that beast mode.
Yeah.
Now, if they come with the yellow bananas, can they transform inside out and have gorilla poop? You know, reverse engineer. It would be awesome if you could feed it to him and then have it. Anyway.
I was going to say on this note on that, what
Is that Battle Unicorn?
No, I think the one in the middle is side swipe, and then the one
That's
on
a
the right.
horn, or that's a side horn, not a single
yeah.
horn. That would be awesome, though.
Yeah, the one on the right I think is Wheeljack. I think.
Well, I was going
I
to
would
suggest
like-
this about this Prime. This
I like
could
that.
be like his mold or use of what happens before he became Optimal Optimus. You know, the type of
Yeah.
look for
Although
that.
seeing this, it's kind of giving me hope for what they can do with Megatron, like Beast Wars Megatron.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You mean a good one?
Yeah, like a decent one, yeah.
Yeah.
We go on to fans' toys. They're Springer.
This is like what, the fourth one, or is this the one that's been out for a while? I don't know. I'm just thinking, how many freaking Springers have we seen?
There's only 2 that's been released.
There's Unique Toys, and there's I think one other.
The open and play one's the only other one that's been released.
That looks good.
I'm very interested in Coot. That face mold alone, I don't know if you guys saw some close-ups today,
Yeah,
but it is
definitely looks-
spot on.
I have to agree. They mentioned this in the Transmissions podcast in an episode that little split down the seam there, down the
On the
middle
screen,
of the chest,
yeah.
does kind of throw it off just a little bit.
Well, it's like the door on Masterpiece Bumblebee. You go, can you see past it? Probably. He's a
Yeah.
robot.
Yeah, but it's because it collapses.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's all part of
The
transformation.
problem is, as soon as you get a couple scratches on it, is it going to be like, eyesore? I don't know.
But there's alternate parts that's clear instead of, if you don't want the blue, they have clear ones that go in its place.
Oh.
So
I was just thinking about them doing, Repo Label's doing a set that might, fix it to make it not look so standoutish or something.
There's that too. Well, because you're going to put a Autobot symbol. Does it go right on his chest? I'm trying to remember now.
it flips her.
There's a spot under the windshield on that.
Yeah,
Figure.
And here's something that's a little
I
I
think it flips around.
Okay.
Terminus Giganticus. Something.
Yeah,
dog
if you
days.
compare if you go back one slide, if you would, we'll call it his thigh yellow. Gabriel, it looks so much more triangle and I don't want to say stupid big, but it just looks too big. The yellow bits on Gabriel's thighs, whereas this looks good. It all looks uniform. I just really like the, and I'm not biased just because I'm getting this one, but I mean,
Yes, you
and
are.
again, you can see the chest where it's translucent. I'm sure you've seen MGO's review where it actually has the, just underneath the chest, it's got the flat red. It comes with that whole square or rectangle piece that you can take right out and make that plastic red versus the translucent. So you totally have the choice.
Well, I'll also look at this. When we looked at Gabriel earlier, I noticed that the claws there for his arm were all like the claw itself like part one piece. And this, it looks like
They
there's
are hinged.
joints.
Yeah, which is nice. MGO's review is just awesome.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
I need
big
to
mamma
watch
jamma
this
too. I
other
mean,
one.
somebody had to take it on first, and it was like, oh man, I felt for him. I'm worried about the feet. I'm hoping that's what the holdup is for Part B because he was having a bit of a trouble with the feet. And I thought, yes, any stress, I'm like, that's my only worry.
Is that the changeable piece there? You're
Crotch
talking
piece, yeah. So on the left there, you can see in the very top of that purple we'll call it square. There's a little slit, and that's all it does. It just goes, voot, and you just fold it down. It's a little hinge, so you can actually hinge it up. And I've left it on when I put it back in tank mode, so you don't even have to take it off.
How's that go?
It's just
what's the noise it makes? I think you said voot.
Does he
crotch?
From here? Does he actually? I know that the rocket in that there's part of the other part, but
yep.
Well, like that, you see that star there, and these other little bits here. Are there really decals or stickers that come with it?
They are paint.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yes, I was very happy.
So I need to. That's something I probably.
Now again, you're going to get Toy Hack sets. I'm sure that's going to come out to tweak him up a bit more because he is pretty plain. But what I really like about everything now this isn't quite as much molding as say you get with, I don't know if anybody else has TFCON, but TFCON is crazy molded. Every piece you have is like, it's got detail everywhere. Giganticus has lots of detail, but not to the extent TFCON has. But I got to admit, it's not as flat as some of the figures have been.
I hate to say it this way, but is it kind of details kind of like with Taka Toys' Kronos?
Yeah, so it might be kind of hard to see them. Do you want to panel line them, perhaps? But again, a little bit of stickers will really bring this out. I mean, it's Omega Supreme. You don't really need a lot, but everything that I've seen on him is so far just all paint. Like I say, those stars and everything, it's wonderful. But again, whether you want to cover them up with Toy Hacks or who knows. I mean, even TFCON, they're covering a boatload of areas on him with Toy Hacks labels. So I don't know if I'll be putting them all on, but nice to have options.
We go on to Perfect Fusions. More Dinobots.
Woo! So I don't know if these scale like super huge with the other Giga.
No, this is he's the same size.
Quietus.
He's a little bigger than the first run of what was their Slag Fans Toys?
Because they're like 200, like $20 each or something.
Scoria, yeah, he's slightly bigger than Scoria. But it's Fans Toys is all it is. It's just another company. They're
gorgeous. They're just freaking big.
Yeah.
And here we go on to Quietus. There's Cyclonus.
Now, definitely how tall is he?
Well, I like the fact here. This image. He's got the swords and the damaged horn and stuff.
Comes with the optional head, yeah, which is nice. Or the horn portion.
Nice with the eyes actually smoke and steam like that.
Well, somebody just set fire to his Kronos. Maybe you can set fire to his eyes and get that smoke effect. Just the ones.
Definitely does.
Oh, look at that!
That's nice.
Damn!
Wow.
So clean.
Weird wolf, wolf wire, or whichever
That's
one call.
Big weird wolf. Holy moly! Well,
the head looks weird on that.
It weird does, wolf, but
it's lupus.
And then their Galvatron skills went well with them. Corsairs with his accessories and the Target Master with them.
Replacement, yeah, there's replacement head, yeah. There's a whole head, really, or is it just the? Looks like a whole head.
It's a head, and I think the horn rotate.
Yeah,
swap it out.
That's nice.
I like to have options. Jeez, is that clean? Wow. Now again, that's a prototype, but still, it's usually pretty.
Chance of red
ads. So this is your repaint of Downbeat.
Bounce back.
Oh, and these guys are so good.
Oh, nice.
So now, is these guys going to be the same scale as, say, Smart Robin? Or am I?
No,
I'm getting them in the wrong company, aren't I?
Yeah,
these are bigger.
This is
they'll be bigger then.
They're like MP10 size.
Damn.
Yeah.
Were they as big as MP? Like, were they as tall as Optimus?
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot of Japanese cartoons myself.
The chrome dome there on the left, isn't that Copula? I believe that's his name.
Yeah.
Copula. Hard bone or something like that.
Hard head, yeah.
Iron Will.
Well, Hard Bone was a third party.
Yeah. Iron Will's the name of the other one.
All right.
Damn,
definitely looks
good.
Then we have their highbrow and an image for their brainstorm.
Oh, man,
I like
Silverback, great face.
I like Brainstorm's name though. Wise Blast.
Wise Blast.
But if you say it fast enough.
Yeah.
There's more Silverback, great face. Definitely looks good so far, but this is just little images.
Yes.
Galaxy Lightning and Galaxy
Those Galaxy
Skycrow
Meteor.
their version
nice.
for their Meteor of Thundercracker and Skywarp. Galaxy
Yeah,
Madness.
they didn't waste any time bringing them out, did they?
Oh, I'm excited. now.
Obviously, this one's going to be Galaxy Force or Cybertron Optimus Prime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Jesus.
You know what's a character I want to see them do since they're doing Galaxy Force? Scourge or Flame Convoy. Have a nice big old 3-headed dragon.
Yeah, I guess they got to see how these go first. But like, Mach-8 Toys has been really
And there's
not
their Lord.
slowing down at all.
What was the Nemesis? The Nemesis Prime they did with the cape and the chains.
It was small though, I find, but
God, I can't.
the cape.
We were speaking on this one earlier in the show. Their Thunder Madness Divine Suit box set. Basically, Power Master Prime with the God Bomber upgrade.
Yeah.
But only it does look good. I'm not taking nothing away from this guy because his Power Master Prime does look awesome. Only thing I kind of wish is that this God Bomber basically could become a second robot, which I don't think it does.
No, and then it
There was an
wouldn't.
image of it combined
No,
with
not like the Takara
And then it wouldn't look as good.
version.
Yeah. And here we have their Skywing or Skyfire, Jetfire.
I can't imagine he'd be
Does
as
look
tall as Phoenix or anything. Yeah, it's its own new look. I mean, it's I got to give it that. It's
Wow.
that
Basically, looks
ship
like
mode.
one of those
It's neat.
I'm not even sure what kind of
Vertical
what it's called.
takeoff, whatever they call them.
Yeah, it's got like in this chair, kind of like what Highbrow is, where it's got the wing, the helicopter blades like up here. That's what it makes me think of.
Oh, like Windblade too.
And then their Galvatron.
What do they call those? That VTOL? No, damn it, Galvatron. Ooh.
Going to Mastermind, we have their versions of Drift. These do look good.
Nice.
Man, they'll go with your bludgeons and more samurais. Well, not really samurai, but
Well,
Bonus
that's
red crested head for the first
You're
drop.
Ronin.
That's not the drift. That's the wing. That's wing.
There's Deadlock or Beta or
is that like a straight repaint of?
It's a retool of
Or is
the
it
drift.
new? Yeah,
It's new.
I like that they're working it this way, where it basically
that looks
has
sexy,
the
man.
Autobot and the Decepticon version of Drift.
Oh, I like that.
And we have another Calidus.
his mustache, so
We
great.
had the red version, we had the purple version, and now we have the black version,
Version.
the Shattered Glass version.
He's the only exclusive that sold out.
Original.
He was the only one that
Already?
sold out.
Yep, he was the
He'll
first. to
he'll
sell
come out again though.
Oh yeah. Before we get into this next one, on this, is his tires rubber?
No, they're plastic.
Okay.
They look good though. They
I
don't
was
look,
just- Yes. Then we have Kotor Asterisk mode, basically the Autobot version of you know who.
Tarn.
I'm not digging that.
It's got to be
like
the
the idea.
Predacon lover in me. I'm just like, I almost have to have it. It's, I don't even have the original one. It's just
I kinda
strange.
like
I
the-
know. So bizarre.
It is strange, but it's gonna be that kind of that weird strange where you're tempted because you got one that's got the Decepticon logo. Why not have one with the Autobot logo?
It
It
comes with
reminds me
both, I think.
one
Yeah, it's
episode
got
where-
him. It's got your choice.
The G1 episode where they put the Perceptor's Autobot logo on the little Japanese
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Ninjika.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And here we have another Grimlock.
Again, what size is it? That's what always bugs me. Go, okay, well, this is great. His arms, I love the color. His hands, rather, but they bug me. They seem really tiny for some reason. Maybe it's just not the
Definitely
same without seeing the huge
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
claws coming out of his wrist.
He is a Tyrannosaurus Rex. He should have small hands.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we have the book pass. Hardball.
Kablam!
Definitely looks good. Then we have Transform,
Dreamwave.
Dreamwave. They're Computron.
It's
Mhm.
an
But
upgrade.
isn't that basically the toys? Or oh yeah, add on to the.
Yeah, I was going to say this. No, it really looks like just an upgrade for.
But those are like what, $80 a set or something, aren't they? For everything?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't know. You're just paying for the whole flipping figure again. I just go, yeah.
How do you go again?
Yeah, this set here is ridiculous.
I mean, it looks great, but
No,
man,
I'm saying this set for the Overlord, you essentially it's a whole new figure except for like one piece.
except for his top portion of his torso, it looks like you're, just clapping stuff on. I mean, it looks neat.
Yeah, but the base mode looks a lot better.
Why not just buy the third party one then? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, essentially, you have there.
Yeah.
He's just getting almost pretty much a whole new figure.
Mm-hmm.
And there we have, of course, 6 shots
6-shot.
Are those metal swords?
upgrade. Titans Return.
I think that's just
It
painted
doesn't look
on.
too bad.
I'm on the
So the replacement head.
Turn 6-shot. I keep seeing at my local Walmart for $40. I'm like,
Yeah.
ah.
I know he's still everywhere.
I-
There's still lots of overlords. Abominuses are galore. I'm like, oh my god, I get
I
tired of
haven't
looking
seen
at them.
Overlord around here at all.
I've seen
There's
one.
tons of them around here.
That's been it around my
The
area.
best
It
part
took
of
a
the
while to
slide,
get here, but now I've seen them everywhere.
the best part of that slide is the disclaimer at the bottom.
What'd it say?
It says no include Hasbro toy.
Oh yeah.
I'll include.
See, but if they could do
Here you
something
have
like that for the
another
Overlord,
version
but
of Terragus, or Terragus, how you pronounce
the
this
repaint of the Rally, which is a repaint of the Terragus or Terragus Trailbreaker.
Yeah.
I don't mind the toy. I've got Rally and the original, not Trailbreaker.
It's Ratchet Trailbreaker.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Ratchet Breaker.
Damn it! I cannot see that now.
Ratchet Breaker. And here's our Cosmos.
Oh,
With
that's
a little
cute.
blaster, little bumblebee in the pilot seat.
Another Cosmos.
Yeah, he's heavy. He's really heavy.
I've heard that. Yeah.
You got to mess with him.
Yeah.
It looks decent.
Doesn't
I
look
like
too
that his
bad.
head's
There's
on a
there.
ball joint there, because some of the other ones you always feel like they're gonna just fall in.
Yeah, I didn't like the face sculpt. He looks too mean.
Yes, Cosmo's supposed to be nice.
Well, you know what? It's his time to shine. He's always been lonely up in space. He's pissed off, right?
Did Springer steal the Piranacon's staff there?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't understand that at all. That trident he's carrying for some reason.
Give me that Aquaman.
Oh, he's not using it for anything constructive. Maybe
Yeah,
he got that from Brick from
I don't know.
Anchorman.
I don't know.
What does it go to?
I have
What?
no idea.
Here's their version of Cliff Jumper.
Cliff Jumper.
Which doesn't look too bad. I saw this. In
So he's supposed to be the
Yeah.
same scale, I guess, as MPB. Is that right?
Yeah, he's in the vehicle mode super tiny.
So he's
Is it?
I saw the
He-
image of the display case of this, and it didn't look too
And he can-
bad.
You can actually have Spike sit in with him. So that's the one from MP10 Prime. Is that
No,
Spike?
that's the one from Magnus.
Ah, okay. See, I've got the Citizen Stack. I don't have the actual,
Yeah.
or whatever the
That's what I got. I got Citizen.
regular Magnus.
I've got the Diaclone version of him too.
And now for this, they're
Sweet.
they're doing
I like
they're doing Combaticons, but like everything's built in. Like the hands are built into the transformation.
No, nice.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because it's showing all that like it's all built in, which isn't a bad idea.
I like how
Can't
the
lose it
art
as easy.
looks like old school G1 cartoon art.
Yeah, it does. Well,
Yeah.
totally. But the grid too in the background, and
Yeah.
even the
We got all
logo,
five.
right? Looks like the '80s
Yeah.
And there's one of Bruticus.
Assaultus. Pull my
Yeah.
finger.
Oh, it's Altus.
Ass Altus.
I'm in the habit of always saying
It's an
that.
ox.
And here we have the Voltor and Buzzard.
The other one.
Those do look neat.
Makes you wonder if at some point we're going to get a big scaled sound wave for these guys.
It'd be fun.
Likely not.
Here we
These have to be so big.
Rumble or Frenzy, whichever way you want to go with this guy.
Rumble's blue.
Or Tremor.
Rumble's red. What'd you say?
I hate you.
You win. I
And
don't care
KFC
either way.
here.
Just
Who's ready
fucking
for some chicken?
poke the bear.
Right? They had to change their logo. Were they getting sued or something?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Just too close, I guess, because KFC. So I'm thinking of getting this instead of the Titans Return Octone.
You know, I liked the Citizen Stack, but when I got the blaster one, it scratched off.
Oh,
Ugh.
I love the Citizen Stack.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, Citizen Stack is awesome, but their
Yeah.
blaster with that shiny paint.
Oh, the
That's
transistor.
crap.
Yeah, I put off getting that. I'm hoping to hold out for a Hasbro one to go with my Masterpiece Soundwave.
I
This-
tried
this,
to get them to give me a twin cast since I did the review on that the transistor and it scratched during transformation.
Oh
and,
no!
Oh yeah, well, it pissed me off.
Oh, you opened
And
that
then,
one.
And then I got real close to having them give me a twin cast to review, but it fell apart, and I was very upset. And then
Oh,
I haven't bought anything from them since.
ouch! Well,
I will say that
Quick question on
because they
They
didn't
had
give you a figure.
they had the
this one in the display case. This
Yeah.
Octane.
yeah.
How
the-
big was it,
the-
Well, I was going to ask this from the image I saw of this. It looked like right here where the trailer and the truck go together. Does that like curve and stuff like a normal truck would?
Does it curve?
You know what I mean? Like it looks like it's attached, and if you turn the truck, the trailer will turn slowly with it, whatnot. But
I don't know.
it's not one piece.
No, it's not one. I mean, it's not detachable, but all I know is it compacts to where the jetliner is huge.
Okay.
As it should be. Sweet.
And here we have their
Darkwing.
Darkwing
Yeah.
and Dreadwing.
Darkwing Duck.
No. So goofy. I love it.
X Transbots.
More
Stunticons.
Again,
I'm not going to complain too much, but I really, really getting fed up with seeing.
well, they're not even.
Same
I guess they're looking more
ones over and
G1, but I don't know.
They look good. These images do look good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie for that. But
Again,
these aren't just.
these masterpiece scale.
Yes.
I was gonna
I
say
like
they have to be because they've already been done. What looks like better up to now, 49 centimeters. So 50 centimeters was that other Menosaur.
And that's going to be it.
This is where we all go boo,
Okay.
like they did it live.
Yeah, look, that's what they did in the panel room.
Yeah, because it was over.
No, they weren't happy.
Oh.
Okay. Before I'm going to do one more little bit of screen share here before we talk some more about some other stuff here. So just bear with me a moment, guys, as I try to pull this up properly. I'm going to go ahead and close my window out here on that. Let's see.
While you were doing that,
Here we
Dinobot,
go.
I freed up room for those two volumes. They're going to sit beautifully right by the other.
Hardy hard. These images I'm going to share here are ones I received today from a certain fan or host of a podcast that we're all fans of. This guy cusses a lot and complains a lot. He's a real G1er. The Mighty Yoshi sent me these images.
Ooh.
Here we have I forgot the name of this character, but this is their was this a con exclusive for the
I'm still seeing your Windows Explorer
oh, is it not coming up?
thumbnails.
Like
Yeah.
if you double click and we could see it.
Hang on. Let's try this again. I'm sorry.
Click it.
Remember, close your animal porn tab first. Remember that.
Ha 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 ha. Let's try this one more time.
Well, that's a weird looking transformer.
Why didn't you warn us?
We said pants optional beforehand. We said pants optional.
Oh, why was I going there too?
Don't stand up. Do not stand up.
I just need to reach up to the shelf. Oh, God!
Here we go. How's this?
Okay.
There we are.
The little target master.
Why does he look like he has to go to the bathroom really bad?
He's kind of, yeah.
Dance.
I don't see his knees shaking, but I want to say they probably are. He's doing the pee-pee dance.
Yeah, that's the bounce back or whatever.
Yeah, here's the other image showing from Bounce Back. Again, I mentioned these are done by Yoshi. He took these for the con.
Nice.
At the con.
Yeah, it's the repaint of the downbeat. Now, they said they were limiting them to 500. Now, is that like the Sphinx half-clear versions where they're 500 officially numbered ones, and then they're still going to make another 1,000 or so that they're going to sell at regular pre-orders?
Those are all pre-orders. Those are all just pre-orders.
They are, but I remember when the Sphinx first came out, whatever they call that one, the half-clear one, and I did the other half of the clear at the next con. When the Mirage came out, there was officially numbered ones that they were limiting into 500. Then I noticed they did another run that weren't numbered.
But the bounce back is just a store exclusive. It's not a con exclusive.
Okay.
So you can only get it at TF Source.
Here's an image I'm sure you enjoyed, Dogcades. The box Terminus Hexatron.
Yep.
Or excuse me, Terminus Giganticus.
Yes. It's weird they show the packaging too.
Yeah,
It just seems to take a lot of cabinet space, but it's a big one.
SXX is Hot Flame. They're IDW Rodimus.
I was hoping to get a close-up look of that face because I don't think I was that impressed. But
I don't like it at all.
No. Bit disappointing.
This is the image that we were just speaking about a little while ago about their cliff jumper there.
I'm interested in that cliff jumper. I mean, again, I'd like to see him next to MPB before I decide, but I'm tempted to get him.
It's whoever comes.
I kind of like this.
It's whoever gets to market first, either this or the X-Transpot one.
Yeah, that's true. But again, I can wait for reviews on both and then go, okay. But again,
Just
you take a chance they
this-
sell out. But you know what? Almost everything that's been half popular anyway has come out with another issue. Like even our MP Megatron's already coming out with the reissue.
Yep.
Or of course, other
Here's
knockoffs too, though.
This Cosmos here. Is anybody else looking? If you look at the two images of the vehicle modes there, is it just me, or does it seem like that? I know it's a different angle of the Cosmos. They're both sitting in a different position. But do you think that this could have like the old He-Man Many Faces look to it? Where you can kind of
I'm gonna say no. I think it's just a little thing that opens up so you can see a little fig inside. But
well, no,
Yeah.
it's like I mean, that's the front, and then the one in the back is the backside, and then there's a cover if you don't want the backside to show through.
Well, it just made me think maybe that you could have that turn where instead of having Bumblebee in the back seat, you could have Blaster in the back seat,
But I mean,
Kind of looks like an ejector button.
you can't see them in robot mode though.
And then here we have the Nemesis Prime that was taken there. Who'd you say this was done by, Chad?
I think that's the 3A booth.
All right. Well, we're gonna stop screen sharing that, and we'll go back to the regular.
put the pictures back on.
That was a long third-party review or catch up on all that stuff. I apologize it took so long on that. We had some fun talking. Of all that we saw, what was your guys' most high sought-after pick that you wanted to see about getting? Or you're most excited about that?
Well, what they didn't show in
We all know we all want all those Dinobots and Stunticons and have like 15 of them sitting in our display case.
the slideshow didn't have.
Gabriel's still my number one that I want to get. The Iron Factory stuff looked really fun. That those War Within figures that looked pretty good.
The Spark Toys.
Yeah, those looked really good. And then that one Cybertron, Megatron looked really nice.
Well, if you have the Spark toys are like $120 a piece, so they're not that bad of a price point.
Yeah.
The Galaxy Meteor repaints, if they're 100 like the Starscream, that's going to be 300 for the 3 of them, plus tax and shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
No,
Chad, what you were there? So what was your like?
So like out of the slideshow,
resistance or piece of resistance all there?
out of the slideshow, I like the mass toys, the Cybertron mode stuff. So they're pipes and they're brawn. But then what they didn't show in the slideshow was the G Creation prowl that's been in production forever.
Oh.
Oh. Do you think it's ever going to hit though? Because sometimes they tease and it doesn't actually.
They had a prototype in the display case.
Is that the IDW looking one with the like big shoulder rockets and stuff? And
yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah.
Other than that stuff, what was your like most popular thing that you saw up there? Period. Like, did you meet anybody in particular, or?
Thanks. I just met like the voice actors. I did Neil Ross and Jack Angel, and then I had James Roberts sign a book, and had some of the other artists sign the IDW Phase 1 book. But
were you just going to go today, or are you planning on going back tomorrow?
Nah, I just went today.
That's cool. How much did you pay just to get in for just today, if you don't mind me asking?
I bought a weekend pass before I figured I was just going to go for one day.
Oh, okay.
So
probably cheaper to go that way anyway.
It was $50 for the weekend, but.
Did you get a T-shirt or anything with that, or any of the exclusives?
No, I didn't bother with them. I didn't care for any of the exclusives.
Yeah.
Well, I was just about to ask, did you want to show off anything that you picked up today?
Let's see. I had Make Toys Thunder Erebus.
That looks really nice.
That's the one that we were just talking about a little while ago. That's got the Prime, the Power Master Prime that's coming out.
Right.
Yeah, it looks like crap. Send it to me.
Yeah, that's the black version.
You don't want that.
What's that?
What's his scale? Was he Voyager leader?
Between.
All right. Well, here's next to MP Grump.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
So he's a little bigger than a Voyager. He's like leader. I'd say he's a leader scale.
That's pretty cool.
And then I got Grump.
That looks good.
Can you open his chest?
Yeah.
Change his chip out?
Yeah, it's in there. It's in there.
Yes, that's awesome.
How much did you pay?
Does he have a smiley face?
Does he have a smiley face? Yeah, he has a smiley face. And then I got
so great
X-Transbots Klaatu.
They are big, man.
That is one of the toughest ones I'm trying to decide on. I've seen so many of those Cosmos that I just can't. Some of them I've seen. I like the robot mode better than I do the
Is that metallic green?
UFO mode, but
it's got some sparkly paint.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got some nice die cast in the bottom, but that's all I picked up. Relatively light con haul.
I want to apologize to somebody that's watching. Shockwave, Jackson, I want to apologize, man. I have not been watching the chat at all. You have been commenting like crazy, and I do apologize for that, man. You have commented quite a bit on here. You like the Fan Toys Omega, Make Toys, the Drift and Deadlock, the Halion. You got some good comments in there, man. I do apologize for not mentioning none of that.
Jerk.
I know.
You know what? Just for that, he's gonna get you a book set too. Yeah.
Well, y'all be sure to come to my funeral when my wife snaps my neck and buries me outside.
I was really sorry about your loss, so I just wondered, are the books in his room or?
Y'all be in here fighting over all my stuff back here. Dogcase, did you have anything you want to show off? Or I'm sorry.
The only thing I got
first-
this week was
Chad,
some
what you
UK
doing? I'm sorry.
mags, which I've already sort of bagged and put away. I wasn't at the con, except in spirit. As far as what I want to pick up, ultimately I will get, if they come out like the Maz toys, I will get a Bumblebee and a Wheeljack, who I will still call Jazz just because I'm an idiot. If they ever come up with him, yeah, I guess if they make a Prowl too, I'll probably end up picking him up because I've got the Tetra Jets. They're good enough for me. That Starscream new one, though, I forget who came out with that one, but it looks like the Tetra Jet. I definitely want to check that out. Obviously, Giganticus, that's happening. What else? Yeah, there's a few things. The Galaxy Meteor, all three. I don't know. I want to see one in hand.
Oh,
On
they did.
that note,
They did have a handful of the Howling Meteors for sale.
Oh man,
I was wanting to ask you guys on that note real quick. For the last like 2 weeks or a week or so, we've had it where they announced that they were canceling off that Meteor, and then they brought it back. Do you guys think they did that on purpose to try to promote
Was it a
more to get it
stunt?
out there, or do you think it was just like a ploy, or do you think they actually decided to cancel that out?
No, it was a.
I think it's half and half.
A fan service on it that they brought it back.
No, it was a. I think it was a straight up ruse to start with.
Which is kind of
I
bad.
think it was a little bit of half and half, though.
Well, as Charles on Transmissions put it, that is a hell of a risk because clearly they've already had it in production. They've had basically boxed and ready and available at TF Nation?
Yeah.
So they have them done. So that was a real risky move on their part because they're going to piss off a lot of their. I mean, it looks great, but was that the right way to go about marketing? I don't think so. I want to hope that they maybe were in dire straits and thought, oh, geez, is this going to come out? They obviously had them already done. So I have a hard time believing it wasn't a stunt, but I don't know. Well, maybe we'll never know, but that's I don't know. It's a risky move. Like they've already got quality. I want to say the quality confidence in the fandom. We know they come out with good stuff. I'd figure, might slide a bit for the most part. I think they've proven themselves as a player. So I don't know. And because of that, I haven't picked it up to now. I'm kind of going, I still haven't messed with one yet.
Yeah, Chad, you said that they had some there. Did you actually get to handle one or anything like that with it?
No, I didn't touch it. They had those, and then they also had the Howling Meteor, which is their G1 Starscream. They had I think 10 of those for sale, maybe.
Just 10? That's odd.
It was a very low number.
Wow.
Did you see any of those selling?
What's that?
Did you happen to see any of those Starscream sell the
Oh yeah,
Meteors?
there was plenty of people that grabbed the Galaxy Meteors.
Well, on that note, did you happen to on the box or anything on it? Does it have like a planet key like it did in the show when the original toy in that did, or anything like that?
I think it has a planet key, but it doesn't do anything. I think it's just for looks.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was curious on that. I hadn't really looked up on it. Go on to Zach. Anything you want to show off?
Yeah, I didn't get anything from the store, but I did pull out a thing from my vault, which is my big convoy.
Oh, nice.
He is complete, except the missiles are in a bin somewhere, and I just don't want to pull it out. All of his joints work. So like I know this is a problem with the knees. Like a lot of people say they're really loose. Mine are perfectly fine, and this thing still actually has his matrix.
Huh.
That you can actually pop out. From what I've been told, this is the first ever Prime figure that came with a removable matrix of leadership.
Sounds about right.
You should toss it over your shoulder and see if you can find it.
Okay, no.
All of a sudden you hear your cat start hacking. No.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hit the brick.
Don't light our darkest tower. Oh, God.
Would that be Kitty Miss Prime?
You've killed
Yeah,
Zach.
she's got 9 lives. She's good.
It's like Prime, right?
Yeah, you throw it
Have we
behind.
determined how many lives Prime has now?
You've got the touch, and you're like, uh-oh.
Oh crap.
You've got a hairball. Your cat all of a sudden goes 10 times the size. Oh, shit.
Oh, hey, look.
Zach Prime, right.
Run away now.
All right, is that all you got, man?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, Ultra Maximus, you got anything to show off?
Yeah. It's no pants for. No, wait. Hang on. Let's see here. Is this thing working? There we go. Is this thing on? What's going on here? Let's see. So we talked before the Prowl Cyber Battalion series. Walgreens exclusive. Chad, you seem to be like the good fact checker among us here. Is this a Walgreens exclusive set?
The only place I know that's selling them.
Yeah.
It was like $17 or something like that.
Yep, $16.99. It's a giant Legends figure. Yeah, I just reviewed it. I like it though. It's solid. One of the more solid things Hasbro's put out. Then I wasted $15 on this thing. Oh.
Wait, yeah. What is that? What is that?
It is Skyhammer.
Skies, I guess.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Combiner Force Skyhammer.
Oh, nice.
It's there are things I like about it. It kind of has a victory look to it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'll have the review out some point here in the next couple days. It really irritated the crap out of me. This is probably the best third party I've bought in a while.
Nice.
And for anybody watching, and what this thing actually is, here is Kickback next to him. So it is tiny. This thing turns into a jet that's about the size of a Combiner Wars aerial bot. So that's your size scale for about $35. Comes with the crown, comes with the cape. Well, that's kind of cool. And then I got this, actually. Voyager Hound from last night. And I think I'm going to do a custom paint job on him and give him kind of a dirty, war-torn paint look. So it'll be a fun little custom.
Nice.
Yeah. That's about it.
I've not been one for any of these Movieverse figures. I had the Prime, the Megatron at one point, but I just kind of quit with them.
I didn't get them this week, but if I could talk about what I have coming in next week. Just toy hacks, labels.
I want to do this weekly or every other week. I want to see how this next week goes. So
all right.
Do it again. But let's go to me. First, I want to show something I got that's not Transformers related. So Yoshi, don't be mad. But it's built like this. I went to my local Toys R Us, picked up the.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I've heard they're very.
Nice.
I've heard they're very plentiful.
The very first game I played on this was
the box, or it's just the box.
Oh yeah, this is the
just
box.
The box.
In there. But there's the back. All the games: Super Metroid, Kirby, Star Fox 2, Donkey Kong Country. I mean, just when I went up to my local True thinking they ain't gonna have it. I was on the phone with my cousin talking to him about it, saying I doubt they'll have it, and because he was going to come over and hang out for a while. And just as I got to the door, I happened to look up, and right by the door, they had a little paper that said SNES Classic Limit 1 customer. I was like, oh shit.
How much do you mind if I ask?
It was like 80, I think.
Okay.
Which it's expensive, yeah, but you don't see much. I managed to get this off of eBay.
Yeah.
This is actually the first of this I've ever gotten, and it's been. I worked on this last night, getting it all together. Three sets. The Kabaya Fort Max.
Huh. Nice.
Very nice. I didn't know it was that big.
I wanted to get one so long. This is just the original plastic one.
Yeah.
This is the metal one, but
nice.
That's all I got. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, great. It's gonna be a great addition to put. You can't see it up on my shelf, but right above there is all my Fort Maxes, right on that top shelf there.
Oh, nice.
Let's keep
it seated there, no pantso.
I didn't realize it come with it, but it's got the little power glide and wind charger with it.
Little wind charger. They're just tiny, and it actually transforms too.
Yes, it is. It's not that hard to transform it either.
Yeah.
We were speaking about websites a little while ago, and from one of them, I'll do this one first. I haven't opened this yet, but I'll take it back. I haven't opened it. I just ain't got it all out. This is an upgrade kit. The SNX SD Combiner Wars Prime.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to putting this on my red Prime. I managed to get
The one where you replace the cab out?
Yeah, well, not fully. It's just you upgrade to make them taller, and that to make them look more IDW.
Okay.
And then he can hold in his chest, right?
Yeah.
Or is that not the same? Okay. 'Cause I don't think the current one does.
That I got
like inside his chest, but it goes on the outside, right? Anyway.
Yeah. That's from TF Source, but I'm gonna go to. Well, I'll go ahead and get the other guy I got from TF Source. We were actually mentioning this, and I was mentioning how much I love this line, but I picked up.
Ooh, go with your Prime.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Definitely going to go well with my Alpha.
That does look cool. I like it.
It's the good Megatron.
The treads are like a rubber band, but they don't roll too well. At least I haven't really fully transformed them yet. I like them too much in this robot mode. And what's cool about him is he does the face. You see he's kind of smiling.
Well, it's because you were playing with his treads.
He's got four different faces put on.
That's funny.
And he's got a firing missile. Definitely cool.
That's when you rub them the wrong way.
I'm not going to show off everything that I picked up because my birthday was this past week. It was actually this last Sunday. I turned 40. But this also came apart from it. There's another website that used to be sponsors to our favorite podcast of transmissions called Transformerland.
Oh.
And from Transformerland, I picked up a couple of things. First off, a certain triple chain.
Wow.
Very nice.
His name doesn't spring to mind, but
And what's funny about it, he's repro'd. He has his repro labels.
Oh,
Already
so
on.
was that like out of box then?
No, he didn't come with a box or anything. It just came with just this. This was all it come with, but he was only $80.
Applied lovingly. He's
It
big.
was only $80. I love using Transformerland. As you guys see back behind me in my case there, you can see Gewalt standing there. I got Gewalt and I got Chirger, the DX9 version of Astro Train with him. Or not at the same time, granted, but I got both of those each for under $100 from Transformerland.
Nice.
Complete with boxes and everything. That's why I like checking them out. But last thing I'm going to show off.
Every time he says Transformerland, they knock another $1 off.
Also got from
The
them
money sign just sees the
was
flash.
That's right.
Whoa!
Wait, you forgot to say Transformerland.
I did. The power armor.
I'm pretty sure you got that from a village full of value.
Bring them back.
It does need to work. I won't lie. I actually tried doing the full polish on him, but he's still, as you see, he's still just a little bit loose in the ball joints there. I'm going to fix that. I got to do him up a little bit more. But I got him with, as you see, with Classics Prime. This is the chrome one from the Nautilus upgrade pack, illusion pack.
Yeah,
Oh.
They can
I
use
use
better with
my Classics magnets in with that guy. And the white cab looks really cool in there. You got a classic Magnus, you gotta try it out.
Actually, no, I don't have that one.
I've still got my armor.
Actually, I was talking to you about this not too long ago, Jeremy, on Facebook, because I actually watched your video on it too. But that's pretty much all I'm going to show off. I got more over there. But I'm going to do a separate video of that because I got some books. It's going to take a while to do those books.
The books.
But I will say the other guys I got, it's also triple changers. So I'm going to save those for that review or that other video. So stick around on my YouTube here to watch out for those.
I'll be watching you play your Super Nintendo soon too now.
I was actually playing it before we streamed, where I played some Zelda, I played some Super Punch Out, Contra. What else did I play? The only one I haven't played yet is Mario World. And I played Castlevania.
EV Start.
So what you're telling me is you're not good enough at any of those games, and you had to keep switching to play something else, huh?
No, I was playing that.
I still suck on this one. Let us switch it over. I still suck on this one, too. Damn it.
I'm Zelda right now. I just
remember this being this hard.
Rescue the first maiden. So.
What if I can still take this back? That's why it's in the box again.
Yeah, and to answer Shockwave saying about using the pledge, that's what I've been using on it. I just haven't on the
Where's this
trailer here. It's on the YouTube stream.
Oh.
It's in
just like Nick said, go, my daughter is waking up. So she must work nights.
I don't have access to the stream apparently, I guess.
It's on
mine, it's the far right. It may have been minimized or something, but
yeah, mine's it's on my YouTube channel. We're streaming live on there, so.
Oh, I'm not on YouTube. I'm on the Google Hangouts only.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
That's all I'm in.
But I got it open because I was going to watch for anybody commenting, and Shockwave 514 has been commenting on there. He actually says, "Hey to you guys."
Hey, Shockwave.
We're all jerks apparently for not seeing chat, but now that once you mentioned it, I went, "Oh, hey, there's people and stuff." We're jerks.
Oh, yeah, people are watching us.
Yeah, well, we got 4 watching us right now. I don't know who else is watching, but
we're popular.
Hello, 3 people besides Shockwave. We love you.
Hello.
Dinobot's
probably got 3 computers on in different places in the house going, maybe they'll see this chat. Let's run upstairs. Let's see if you see this chat.
Dinobot's going to get you guys books too.
Hey. Such a nice guy.
Well, I got to start selling some stuff.
Andy's going to give us a 3rd volume. They haven't even announced yet.
That's awesome.
See if I invite you back to this thing again, though, kids. But I think we're going to have to end this stream because we've been going for quite a while, guys. We've been going for over 2 hours now. I'm sure.
I think we should do another take. We can kill it this time. We'll just half the time. We're just gonna poke them with a stick, keep waking them up once in a while. Be fine.
We're just gonna stay on and have Chad go back to the convention.
That's right. He can still go tomorrow. Come on, man. Take some unnecessary close-ups, right?
Right.
Well, I know Chad's got to be tired. He's been at the con all day. He's been enjoying himself.
Oh, poor baby. Just ask people if you're happy to see him or that's just a Striker Magnus in your pants, right? Come on, just get some reaction shots, right?
I will say there was one person in the third-party panel that when they're talking about all the overlords, he had a Carnifex in his hand. He was just holding it in the air.
I think he likey.
He did. It was like little. It was like Simba to him. He's just.
It was like Simba.
Did he go circle of life or circle of death when he held it up?
I was going to say you got to get close up on those lips.
He was like.
Lord,
but
right?
but he only did it with the chest portion. It was just half of it, and he just.
That's funny.
Yes.
I didn't think it was funny at the time.
But with that note, guys, I'd like to thank you all. Of course, Dog Cage, Jeremy, Chris, and Zach all for coming.
Zach Scott.
Chris,
Oh, yeah,
for
and Zach's
commenting.
cat.
Everybody.
You find that Matrix yet?
We had a blast tonight. We talked a lot about TFCON. We had someone that actually went to the con, which is, of course, he's envy of all of us that didn't get to go. Like y'all to.
Who's giving up his free ticket tomorrow? But it's all right. None of us want to go. It's fine. No worries.
It's not like I wanted to go. I mean,
If you want to fly to DC, I'll give you my wristband.
to the Zachmobile.
I got to stay here and wait for the postman for some books to show up. That's I just have to.
You actually have post on Sunday.
This isn't Hogwarts, okay?
All right, Zach's cat, fire up the engines. Let's get going.
Yeah, I think the ticket was only for one of you, right?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Right.
The cat wins.
It's rock, paper. Remember, it's rock, paper, lizard, Spock.
There you go.
And hairball. You have to put in hairball.
Rock, paper, claw to the face.
Oh, I'm sorry. My wristband was ate by my cat. This is what it looks like now. Good thing it was Tyvek. Tried to get most of it off. Is that a Matrix?
Zach is our version of Headmaster Don with his cat. Massey.
I saw Headmaster Don today.
That's cool, man.
Some more things from the con. He's been holding out on us. What were the washrooms like? I mean, come on. We want all the details, right?
I gotta know what the urinals were like. What are they like?
I didn't go in there.
Did they have pucks? I mean, you went into the girls' washroom. Well, either one. Like, help us out. You know, is there anything written on the stalls?
How big was the
BotCon lives? You know,
did you have a good decent crowd and waiting lines or anything like that there?
It was the most crowded TFCon I've ever been to.
Interesting.
How would you compare that to BotCons?
I never went to a BotCon.
Have you been to BotCon at all? No. So you wouldn't really know then.
No, I wouldn't. I've been
I'm
to
just wondering how long I can.
5 TFCons.
Whoa, like a bro. Poor Dinobot's trying to close this out. Tell us more, Chad.
Yeah, I'll just curl up. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
There's Q&As. There was a costume contest.
Ooh.
I saw some.
Oh yeah, there was that Bumblebee
costumes there.
So, did anybody dress up like Fat Optimus Prime?
No. There was I didn't see it until after I was gone. Someone posted a video. There was somebody who did a movie Ironhide.
All the LEDs and everything too. That looked wicked.
That thing was ridiculous.
And he was like what, 8 feet? No, 7 feet.
Yeah, he was on stilts.
Yeah.
No,
that was really him. Except he wasn't arrested.
What?
Did you happen to see Jimmers and his table of respect upon?
Yeah, I saw Jimmers and
his lovely Jimmers and the other one that rhymes with
the girl Emmers.
Did you happen to buy his Respect to Prime CD, or you already got it? Or
I bought it in Toronto.
All right, cool.
Yeah, awesome.
But that being said,
no, we're not.
Listen to straight Okay, shut up, or I'll kick you off.
Maybe Shockwave has questions for me, and I don't know.
That's true. How do we know? I guess we have to find this chat later. It'll be after the credits.
He commented saying the movie Ironhide was awesome.
Sweet. Until Spock.
I'd like to close this out by saying thanks everyone for watching. Shut up, Doghead.
We need a theme. We even come up with a theme, like a secret handshake or something. You know?
But
oh wait, we have to have a combining handshake, right? Who's gonna be We're gonna have the silhouettes of the alt mode. Keep everybody guessing it till we get this figured out. Michael, you are so patient.
You can end the call anytime.
Seems that Doug Cates was disconnected. Oh, geez, what a darn technology.
Oh, this is the great thing. This is the thing I miss about doing this is we always have so much fun. I mean, come on.
By now we have 0 viewers.
Right.
I think Jackson's falling asleep on the keyboard. I was saying this is
No monthly sign-ups on Patreon, but just the odd, some payment to just go, please stop. Please stop. Here's $10. Just please stop.
Okay. Before we,
Wait, my cat has some questions.
Wait. Someone's just. Nick's joining. Nick's
cat has his paw up. You ignored Jackson. Now you're going to join Jack's cat. Come on, man. Oh wait, no. He was just asking for help. He was choking on a matrix. It's fine. No, he's just getting him the Heimlich. They're really into those Heimlichs because they can.
What's that glow behind you? Zach? Is anybody else hearing the touch sound?
It's the bad touch.
Inappropriate touch.
Show me on the Transformer where he
comes the coppers.
Oh my god, I'm dying over here.
We've been closing for what, 20 minutes now? This is great. Run the credits.
The sun's coming up, Dawkins. Will you shut up?
We're already in the next week's episode. Now you can show the rest of your stuff.
Oh, shut up. Damn. Nick come at the wrong time, man. You came at the wrong time. We're about to end the stream.
Okay, I'll go on mute. I'll go on mute.
I'll get you in next time. But I am
not ready.
We're going to say everybody's going to say good night. I'm going to go back to the left. Chad.
Hell, I am.
We just get going. Started.
Let's see. How do you boot the call?
Okay. Good night. I'm done.
Good night, sweetheart.
Okay.
This will take a while.
Say good night, Dawkins. That's it.
Good night, all. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I'm sure we'll watch some Twitter feeds and other things for more coverage, or if there's anything new at the con tomorrow.
Yeah.
Listen to the podcast all next week that I'm sure is going to come out talking about it and different views, and yeah, it's a good talk. Let's do another one of these.
Oh, definitely. We definitely will. And Nick, I know you're late, but go ahead and say goodbye.
His wife's not late.
Goodbye.
Hey, Nick, good talk. Good talk, Nick.
Yeah.
Couldn't hear myself.
And you skipped over Zach completely.
Oh.
Well, he's the next one on my stream thing. I'm just going that way. Some random guy with a cat.
I'm just the crazy cat guy that just snuck into the chat.
That's cat. It's actually becoming Catamus Prime or something back there behind.
Catamus Prime. I'm so doing that custom.
And we got Ultra Maximus.
Bye.
Bye, little Macho Man.
Oh yeah, Macho Man. There's he at.
Oh,
yeah, Macho Man.
I'm also
fly. But on a quasi-serious note, check out. It's now October 1st. Is Halloween season. I am running 31 horror toys in 31 days, which is an ongoing tribute to the late great Glenn Webb. So check it out this month. It'll be a lot of fun, and a couple Transformers pop up here and there.
Sweet.
And of course, I'm your host, Dinobot, who's not going to bring Dawkins back on this name show again.
What you're saying is I should get it out of my system now. Then there's my last. Sorry, go on.
But follow myself here on YouTube. Follow Ultra Maximus on his channel. We both do reviews on figures and stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. I thought about maximizing both of those. And if you want to support both me and I believe Ultra Maximus says he didn't have a Patreon, but I do. Please support me there as well. Though I would, if right now, if you want to donate to me, I'll end the stream. If you don't, we'll keep
and if Ultra Maximus doesn't have Patreon, you can certainly give that share to Dinobot. He will graciously, that'll help pay for shipping for a certain item that's going to get us. All 3 volumes. It's all good?
Yes, all 3 volumes.
That's right.
And if you're going to follow Dogcades, make sure to follow him into the bathroom and say something.
That's right. You can help me write sweet nothings on the door. Dear TFCON attendee, what's the difference between sexy and kinky? Sexy's when you use a feather, and kinky's when you use the whole chicken.
Dogcades, I got the FBI. But that being said, guys, y'all have a good night. We won't have Dogcades back. Good night, everyone.
Bye.